Fortnite team, and we're going to have a little match review of one of the games of the... It's the most recent match, right?
Yeah, it is the most recent match. It is part of one of the 5 matches that we do during like the game. So I believe this is the second match during
second match of 5.
week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we got some action-packed gameplay. We're gonna get right into it. We have this is also streamed on the 5towns_sound Twitch channel, right? By you.
Yep. Every Thursday, every other Thursday, just like the streams here for Smash.
Right.
It'll be every other Thursday.
And just remind me, you're the captain of the team, and then you have who are the other players on your team as well?
We have Prince and we have Dylan, and yeah, I think that's it.
Nice. So a pretty good squad. Yeah. And how's it going? Okay, so we're in the game now. So explain to me what's going on right now. Why are you going where you're going?
So this landing spot is a lot different than our other landing spot because somebody contested that spot, which I'm looking at right now. I'm checking out who's landing there.
There's
other players there. So it looks like there's 2 teams, so we don't really want to get involved off spawn because that's not a good thing to get killed immediately. So we decided to land at this little like junkyard area, which is pretty bad, but it works the job. So
yeah, is there a lot of good loot in the area? I don't know much about Fortnite, but I know
this specific spot isn't the best, but it gets the job done. At least there's a forecast tower right next to it, which allows you to see the upcoming storms. So that is
that's
huge
good.
advantage to the team that claims that.
And the stuff that you did just manage to get, are you happy in the moment? Were you happy about what you just picked up right now?
Right there, yeah, because I just got a shotgun, assault rifle, and an SMG, which is immediately what you need to be successful during the game.
And you also got some of the slurp potions, some of the shields, which I know are important.
Yeah. So here at this location, there's a lot of metal materials, so I like to just gather all of that because you need as many materials as you can when coming into late game because you don't want to not have materials because then you're in a bad spot because everybody else can just shoot you because you're out in the wild.
Yeah.
So that's what this area is. There's a lot of metal materials, so we just like to clean it out basically and grab as much as we can. The max material is 500, so I mean once we get to that.
So yeah, you just get as much as possible.
Yeah,
and is that 500 metal that you can have as well as the other materials in the game, or just
metal and brick and wood? Max the amount of materials you can get is 500. It used to be
and that's total.
It used to be 1,000, but now they capped it at 500.
And do you want to get the metal just because it's stronger, or is there upsides to the other ones?
But the upsides and downsides is the metal. It takes longer to like build, so it won't like be at its full health. Technically, for like as quick as wood would be, but just this area right here has a lot of metal, so I just like to collect the maximum amount as we can, so that way we don't get into battle without enough materials that we would need at that time.
Yeah,
so these fences give a lot. They give almost 20 each, so that is quick and easy materials to farm there. That's what we like to do in this location.
Yeah, so it seems like the game so far is going well, and I don't really know how Fortnite games play out. I mean, how long does it usually take before you see any action, or is it?
Well,
are you searching for it, or are you trying to hide and make sure that nobody comes near you and just survive as long as possible before you get into a fight?
Well, at this point of the game, it's just the beginning of the game, so really what you want to try to do is just collect loot, game materials, and at this point you don't really want to go into a fight because if you die there would be no points that you would gain, really, because the replacement doesn't come like until a while. Like I think they'd be like top 20, top whatever, so if you die before then you won't get any points, and if you don't get any kills there's no points, so the match is basically useless at that point. So you just want to wait it out, wait until people start to die, and you just don't want to be one of those people. But at this beginning stage, you just want to collect materials and gather ammo, weapons, and heals, so that way you can go into a fight and late game all set and ready to go.
Yeah, and I know maybe another disadvantage of getting into a fight early is There's third partying in this game. I used to play a little bit of Apex Legends, which I know is kind of similar, and like they're both battle royales. But like if you get into a fight, even if you win, is it not possible for you to take too much damage, and then another team hears the fight going on, and they come over and finish you off?
Yeah, well, I mean, at some point in this game, that does happen. Unfortunately. But right here, actually, we're waiting for the forecast tower.
And that's what you were talking about earlier.
So that was a huge advantage to us. With the fights, like you have certain amount of heals you get when you have it. So you want to make sure that you don't use all of your heals, because you want to be able to use them later. Yeah. Here we see some enemies out in the distance. We're just like checking out our location here. We're just waiting it out right now, waiting for the forecast tower, claiming our territory here, so that way nobody else decides to come and push us and try to take on a fight.
Is it pretty obvious that where you guys are, like, do the other teams know where you guys are and they're just not engaging because you have a good position?
Well,
or are you guys actually trying to completely hide your location?
Well, for us in general, we don't really want to be seen because we don't really want to get killed. But at this particular location, you do want to stand your ground because you don't want anybody else getting this forecast tower.
Yeah.
So the forecast tower is huge in making sure you can get into late game with your advantage. And here we do stumble upon a team, and they're just collecting damage,
Yeah, so are they trying to push you guys off of this like nice high ground?
Well, yeah, I first started shooting at them, so they kind of had to defend themselves here, and then this kid's in really low HP. But yeah, we're just kind of trying to defend ourselves and make sure we aren't, they seem to being back off here, which was great for us because now the NPCs spawn in, and we can collect the card here that allows you to activate the radar tower.
So you want to see the NPCs? The NPCs are
in this case, yes. This NPC gives you the card to be able to activate the forecast tower, which we just did there. So now I can see the future zones. So to the advantage to this is that when the zone
you'll
closes,
know where to go.
We know beforehand where the other zone is going to be. So that's a huge advantage for us against the enemy players because they're just doing it off the spot. We'll be already located right as in there. It shows you where the future storm is.
So you can't get caught out in a rotation.
We'll know where to be at that time before the enemy does. So that is a huge advantage to us. So right here we're just trying to get into zone. We're right at the edge of zone, but we also don't want to get shot. Then we're getting shot from the other side here. We're kind of sandwiched at this point.
So you guys do have to give up that position just because the zone is changing. You got to go find a new spot.
We were only trying to keep because we were trying to get that forecast tower.
Right.
So now we're just trying to get out of here without getting shot and taking damage because there I only have one consumable there, which is a flow berry to be able to heal me. So I don't really want to have to use all of that right there. Just did a little headshot there. So nice. I'm trying to just stand my ground and rotate into zone to make sure that we don't get shot, but at the same time doing a little damage to my opponent, see if we can get them down to low HP. So maybe we could push them, but in this instance, I wasn't really looking forward to doing that because I didn't want to get killed at this point of the game. Late game is where you want to frag out. You want to get a lot of kills because there's a lot of people all over the place. It's kind of like scattered. People are running around. They don't notice you're there, and that's when you can just get as many kills as you possibly can. But here I just marked a certain part of the map. We're trying to get on that side because there's part of this zone that's called the dead side, which is where most players aren't. So since we can see the future storms, it allows us to be able to get away from where people would be coming from. So if there's like a big location or one side of the map is being pulled to the other side, we don't want to be on the side where all these players are coming into that one area. So if we can be on the other side, it's a huge advantage to us not being able to be shot and running away from zone where we're at a disadvantage there. So that's what that forecast tower helps us with.
So do you get to see every zone coming up, or is it just like the next one?
It's just so we can see the one that's coming in now, and we can see the one that's coming in next. So
okay,
we're seeing two. We're seeing one in the future.
Okay, and but you keep that ability for the rest of the game,
Yes,
even as
we
the zones
it as-
keep closing
yeah.
in.
And
Okay,
once we die, and they don't get it. But here, there's
Right.
a player in this area, and we see him, his feet sticking out, and I noticed that, and I start shooting him here, which is not really what's supposed to happen. So I guess that was a little bug, but I took advantage of that, and now we're fighting him. He put down.
I mean,
on
it's
the wall.
good. It's good to take advantage of whatever
Yeah,
you
so
can.
he seemed like a solo player because he was all alone. So we
Right.
wanted to make sure we can get this kill because it's a 2v1. That's easy.
Yeah.
So here we're just taking a fight on him here.
I mean, how do the points work in terms of kills versus
I
placement?
believe there's 2 points per kill, and placement's like really where it's at. You get a lot more points here, and here I'm just gonna chop this guy down so he has the fall damage here. Which
Let's see it.
also, yeah, I get the kill here, and Prince is down to actually 1 HP.
Oh wow! So it's good you didn't. He
yeah,
didn't die. You
so,
would have had
yeah.
to take some time to revive him.
But that was just lucky there.
Yeah.
But he did have a lot of heals here. He had a shotgun that I wanted. So we came in good here because he was solo. I got more materials, more ammo. Now here there's another team actually coming to push us. They probably heard us fighting, and so we just trying to get these guys.
And so are they trying to take advantage of the fact that you guys might be low because you
Yes.
just took a fight?
Yes.
And so they're trying to
probably
get those.
just assuming that. So now Prince is low, so that doesn't help that that they're coming in for us right now. So he's hiding off trying to get some heals down, and I'm trying to fend them off so he can heal.
Right. I mean, for me, it's really hard to tell what's going on with all the building. I know
Yeah,
that's
it's kind of chaotic sometimes. Here I'm just trying to, make sure I can just fend off these people. There's people pushing Prince right now. They're trying to get to him. And I'm trying to get to this guy in here. Prince is trying to make sure he can, just stay alive here because he's got hit. He's low damage. I got hit as well earlier, so now he's being pushed by another player. And here I'm gonna.
I mean,
try
are
to
you
help him.
aware right now of how many people are here?
Right here, I try to shoot him, and this is where I come in clutch here.
Right here,
and
right
you
here,
just
right
walk.
here. Below.
Nice. And did you get both of their players down or
Yeah,
just the
right
one?
here. Yeah.
Oh,
Boom,
wow.
headshot right there. So that came in clutch. I was freaking out there because that
Yeah,
was out of the
excellent
blue,
play.
needed a headshot. That was really really clutch there. It's kind of motivating myself. To
Yeah, I know.
do
I can
better
see
here.
you popping
Yeah.
up in the
Yeah,
in the
that's
screen
probably
there.
I'm so good, but yeah, so that helped a little bit. We got some more kills there. We got 3 kills in total, so that gives us 6 points. So that helps us a lot there when it comes to points. So kills are huge. Last week there was a team that was getting like 20 kills a game.
Oh, jeez.
And they are a lot better than us,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But that's what happens. You run into these players who are like really really good, and here there's more players here.
yeah.
Now we're just trying to get to zone because we're far away from zone, and even though that we can tell what the future zone is, there we can see where it is. But we got stumbled into a fight here, so now we're just trying to rotate to zone. Hopefully get ourselves into end game so that way we can have more people die, get us more placement, and get us the most amount of points that we can. So that's what the goal is right now.
Yeah, and I see that there's still 43 people left. So
Yeah.
is that usual for around this time, or is there like
So there's a lot less players when it comes to like a normal battle royale. There's normally 100, but here we have like 4 different lobbies because there's like a bunch of schools playing,
Right.
and each school has 2 players, so that's a lot. So depending on which lobby you're in, they kind of switch it around every other week. So in this case, I think there was like 80 players. So yeah, typically when it comes to like end game type of like tournaments, there's more people who try to survive like during the game. So there's a lot more people during the end of the game than there is in a normal like game that you would be playing on your own in public.
Right.
So there's end game situations where there's so many people in there that there's a thing called Storm Surge where it gives you amount of damage that you have to deal to another opponent, basically trying to get people to try to kill each other because there's so many people in one little area. So in that, if you don't deal enough players over the threshold, you will start taking damage. So in this instance, in this tournament, we don't have that type of issues, but during the finals, like there was last semester, that feature was in effect. So that's also another thing. But with this amount of players at this time, yeah, it's kind of like normal. But for tournament wise, yeah, it's normal. So everybody's just trying to stay alive so they can get as many points possible, making sure they don't get killed. But the ones who do get killed, that helps you a lot because you're gaining placement here. So at this point, I'm not sure how many there is. I'm sure and you can check on the map. It'll tell you how many teams are left. But there's another team right here, and there's a kid right real close to me. I can see their footsteps. That's another feature where you can visualize. It's called visual audio, and it's really made for deaf people, but it also is
cool.
an advantage to people who aren't deaf. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of people use that. So here I'm getting shot
It's a
at.
nice,
We're
it's a
getting
nice
into
feature.
Fight. Just trying to stand my ground. We're in the future zone already, so I'm.
So you don't have to move around.
Now
here.
I'm just trying to get some heals from Prince because I did take some damage here. Thankfully, he had a big pot or shield potion that gives you 50 shield. There. So now we're just scoping out the area. It seems like they're getting shot by another team. I'm just trying to build around to make sure that we don't get shot out. They trying to shoot me here because they see me in the open. The metal here, obviously, it's taking longer for it to build than the wood. The wood would easily do it, but it has 500 health there. You can see on the screen. Compared to the wood, it has 150. So, it takes more bullets, to be shot at the metal than it would for wood. So that's like an advantage in the situation where you're just like standing still. So you have more time to react. Now they're trying to push us here, which is not great. I think this is where it all comes down to us here at this game. So they're fighting over here. They're trying to get into our box. I get put in a situation where I try to put a metal thing here, and then this kid comes up on me. I hit him with a headshot,
wow.
which is insane.
So you knocked the first one.
First one, yeah, and then the other one
Comes and finishes
unfortunately
you.
takes Prince out.
Oh, no.
And I try to get
You're stuck in the 1v1 here.
I missed my shot, which was really bad there, and he gets killed by another team. So now the other team's partying. Sorry.
Right.
So now I'm trying to heal quickly because the other team is coming. They already killed Prince. They finished him off, and now they're pushing me here. Sadly, I did not make it out alive. I hit him 104. I tried to get the rest of them off. I tried to get him off, but
yeah, 2v1 as you were saying earlier.
2v1. I'm down a lot of HP, and we ended up getting 17th there.
So
17th isn't great. No,
right, you did
emotes on it, but we did.
I
get
mean, is that
kills.
a placement?
17th, yeah, is the placement. So
okay.
I don't know how many points I got us. I couldn't tell you off the bat, but not a lot. You're trying to get later. You're trying to not be in the double digits, but it happens. But we did get those 4 kills, so that did put us up more than it would normally.
Well, that's good. I mean, how are you guys doing this season so far? Are you confident in how it's going?
I wouldn't say great, but in my opinion, not great. So this season's almost at an end, thank God. Because I'm not a big fan of this season and this.
Is it the rule set that's going on in
Fortnite?
And
the rule set and the map is just not my favorite. But next season is supposed to be bringing us back to an old map that I am very familiar with because I played that a lot back in like 2020. They're bringing back an old map. It's called OG Chapter 2. So that will be a lot of fun, and I'll definitely have an advantage there.
Well, I'm hoping to get you back on the stream here to go over one of those matches, and I want to see some more big wins, and I'm rooting for you guys the rest of this season.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a win one day.
Yeah,
we've got one, I think 2 semesters ago, which is, I mean, you'd think a win would be not that hard, but in this circumstance, it's really hard.
I mean, it's a competitive environment, definitely.
A lot of good players out there. So,
well. We are going to go to a quick break now, and I will be back joined by Thomas DeSalvo in the studio where we're going to go over the Super Smash Bros. Match that is happening live tonight against Kean University. James, again, thank you so much for joining me.
No problem.
I'm Max Rappaport from Five Towns College, Mass Comm Department. Thanks so much for being here, and we will be right back. Welcome to the 5th ever Super Smash Bros. Match of the season, the 3rd streamed match on the Five Town Sound Twitch channel through the Sports Broadcasting Club. I am your host, Max Rappaport, and my co-host today is Thomas DeSalvo.
Yo.
My friend and co-founder of this stream. We've put a lot of work into getting it set up, and the goal is so that we can commentate over some Super Smash Bros.
3 weeks in, we finally get to do it together.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
So
How about you?
Yeah. Looking forward tonight?
I'm looking forward to tonight very heavily. I've been looking forward to it for a while. I've gotten to cast one of the streams so far. It was a lot of fun. We got to see some incredible Super Smash Bros. Play from Five Towns College, and I believe that match that I got to cast was against St. Joseph's University, the Crimson team. So far, Five Towns College is not doing too great in our Super Smash Bros. Season. We are 0-4 right now, but it does happen. We pulled together a solid roster, and
Could you tell me about some of them? Some players on the team? Who we got? What can I look forward to seeing?
so you can look forward to seeing. From what I've seen so far, we have the captains are Poobert Dubert and Citric, who are both incredible players. I'm not sure if they are going to be playing tonight. We will get that information shortly, but they are the captains. Poobert Dubert especially has a very mean Dr. Mario.
I've seen the doc.
Yes, he has been known to kind of the comeback kid, the comeback hero on the Dr. Mario. I believe last time he took 7 stocks before he was ultimately defeated. He was anchoring our team, so that means he was the last person to go up against the other team.
I'd say
from
double
our
your
side.
workload for the anchor's pretty good.
I know. That is a lot of work that he put in. Unfortunately, it was not enough. They had some incredible players who were taking... I think we had one match 2 weeks ago where we didn't even get through one player. It was one of a really incredible team all around. They had a lot of players, a lot of really good players. They were subbing people in. They had an incredible Pyramithra who was able to fully sweep us in the second set. We got him down to 2 stocks.
Dude,
which,
that character's no joke.
Yeah.
You have really strong heavy attacks on Pyra and really good fast attacks on Mithra. It's both best of both worlds.
I know, and it's like you really have to adapt to playing against 2 characters essentially at the same time, which can be really hard to do, especially when the opposing player is very good at both of those characters. That makes it very difficult, especially when they can adapt quickly, and you have to essentially do twice the work.
It's like Sheik and Zelda in Melee, but they're both
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
You get
And,
twice the characters.
I mean, I don't remember how that worked in Brawl with Samus and Zero Suit Samus.
Oh, no, they're 2 different characters.
Yeah, it was 2 different
Entirely.
characters, but you had to like unlock Samus from the menu.
All right, you want me to go through this?
Didn't you have to do some special input?
Yes, you have to
Yeah.
to get them at the start of the game. You had to do some special inputs. But as a kid, I used to get Zero Suit Samus by doing the Smash Ball.
Yeah, that's how I got it, too.
The big laser thing breaks the suit, so then you can play as ZSS.
I know. I didn't even know you could play as just ZSS, and ZSS was my favorite character in the game.
Fun fact.
And I didn't even know that you could just play as only her. And I was like, oh, I have to get my the Super Smash Ball just so. Is it called? No, just the
It's called Smash Ball.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Did you know if you only play up to getting ZSS in subspace, you get ZSS. But as soon as you get the suit, it changed it so you could only play as regular Samus.
A fun fact about subspace: I actually got 99% in subspace, and I couldn't
100%.
solve the maze at the end.
100%.
Lucky. I never beat it. I still haven't beat it. I should boot up my Wii and finally beat Subspace Emissary. I'll watch like a YouTube playthrough to make sure I get it, because it was the scourge of my childhood. Me and my brother tried for hours in that maze at the end.
It's made for 13-year-olds.
I was only like 10, so
I got
mean,
stuck
cut
on
me
that
some
like
slack.
7.
But today we are not.
We're not playing.
We're not playing Brawl. We're not playing Melee. We're not playing 4.
playing Ultimate.
We're playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. And yeah, I think it's honestly one of the best Smash games so far. I only played this Brawl and Smash 4, and I think Ultimate is my favorite among them.
Black
it's
Sheep
also
is Brawl. Black Sheep of the Family is Brawl.
Black Sheep of the Family is definitely Brawl. But I feel like a lot of people remember Brawl fondly, Meta Knight players especially. They had everything.
Meta Knight, Bayo, now we got Steve. Let's talk about Steve for a little bit, the new best character.
Steve can make stage.
Just
no
make
other
stage.
character can make stage.
He's got such a neat edge guarding tool of just the blocks. He can just block you off from ledge.
Yeah.
Like, what other character is allowed to do that and get away with it?
I don't think there's any other character that can just do that. We are going to go to a quick break before we get into our first game of the set. So we'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stream for Five Towns College. I'm Max Rappaport, joined again by my lovely co-host Thomas DeSalvo. We are going to be getting into a game very soon. They're just performing some initial lag checks, but I'm really excited to get into it.
We want to make sure there's no excuses during the game of lag.
Exactly. We don't want any concessions. I know that can be a big thing if there is lag in the game, if your Ethernet's not working or if the connection is faulty and they rule that it's on you, then that can result in negative effects. And we really don't want to see that, honestly, from either team here. I know we can be a little biased. I want Five Towns to win. I'm rooting for Five Towns. That doesn't mean I don't want to see a good, clean match of Super Smash Bros. I want to see these people play.
Yeah. No excuses. No Johns. No, my controller's broken. No lags.
Exactly.
No, the sun was in my eyes. The sun's not even up. There's like zero excuses you can make. It's you, the opponent, and a good game.
Exactly. That is all we are looking for here. Yeah, I'm really excited to get into this, and I'm really excited to be on air and watch some really good Super Smash Bros. And just kind of talk about it. You know, I know we used to play a lot of Super Smash Bros. Together. There was a time when we had a weekly one.
Oh, the weekly one that lasted for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks in a row. We played one game a week.
No, we played a best of 3.
Oh, I guess it was a best of 3. But who won? Are we still undecided?
I will walk out of this room if you answer the correct answer.
No, don't walk out of the room either way. I need you for commentary. I don't want you to leave me in here alone.
I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, we do have our wonderful sound technician / producer Adrian in the studio. He was casting with me before, and hopefully we'll get him back on soon. But today it is me and Thomas. So even if you did run out, I wouldn't be alone.
No,
but
I've
been looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to hanging out in the radio station, getting you on air. Again, thank you so much to Professor Andre Dowdy and Professor Jody Vale for letting us use the radio station space to broadcast these matches and letting us use all their incredible equipment. We got these nice mics. We got this nice TV monitor setup. We are really killing it. We got a nice soundboard.
All right, let's go.
We got some video switches.
Let's talk about the game a little more.
Right,
So
yeah.
we left off. We were interrupted by a few things. Let's talk
We're talking about Steve. Oh,
Never-
unfortunately, we are going into the game, so you're going to have to wait to talk about Steve. So we are going to see Cordless Knack coming out from Five Towns College, and they will be on the Lucina. Unfortunately, we do not know the name of the player from Kean Esports, so we will be referring to them as Sonic only. But yeah, it is a nice start for the Sonic player from Kean, and a nice little edge guard. That up B is very, very good at just keeping you a little too far away to recover.
So I don't know the exact rules of everything, but the usual game plan of Sonic is to get a stock lead or percent lead, and then just camp out a little bit because you're so fast, other characters can't reach up to you.
Yeah,
Also,
and you have that spin dash to just kind of dash around everywhere you need to go.
and the difference, let's talk about Lucina and Marth. They're practically the same character, but you know the main difference between the two?
The main difference is that Marth has the tipper hitbox, so the very edge of his hitboxes are, as we see another unfortunate edge guard from our Sonic player coming out. Again, that is an incredible move at just keeping, especially Lucina, because Lucina's up B does not have very good horizontal movement. So if you can push her just a little bit farther away from the stage, she's usually not able to make it back. I think what Cordless Knack really has to do to not run into that issue is save the jump as much as possible, save that double jump. But both players are just kind of running around the stage, trying to get into an advantage state. And now Cordless Knack gets the Sonic player off stage for the first time, but is unable to capitalize with a nice edge guard, so it will be 3 stocks to 1. We're going to see if we get another edge guard from the
Nasty
Sonic, and we
edge
do.
guard. It's game over at that point.
Yeah.
Lucina's not Lucina has a decent recovery. I wouldn't say it's a really good one compared to some of the other recoveries.
Yeah, it's very fast, and it's kind of hard to contest because that hitbox is very quick, and it kind of beats everything out because of the large sword. But if you can get under Lucina and you can hit her before she jumps, or if you can hit her with a projectile or a counter, that does a really good job of just forcing her a little too far. Because, yeah, her recovery is good and fast, but it does not go that far.
It's also not horizontally good. It's just a straight up, basically.
Yeah. So I mean, what do you make of that first match? We saw a lot of edge guarding. We did see some good hits, and I saw Lucina hitting some nice cordless knack, hitting some nice F tilts, forward tilts, and other just aerials to kind of keep the spin dashes away. The little ball rolling right at you, but it was
B, neutral B. Like he just presses the B button a lot. So just good moves in general. They're very safe, very practical. It's like, when are you not going to press the buttons if they're so safe?
Exactly. And so I think Cordless Knack was doing a good job of keeping the Sonic player away. It was just as soon as Sonic found one opening, they were able to take it all the way and convert it into a kill, which unfortunately Cordless Knack was not able to do. But of course, we do still have 3 players remaining, 4 players on Kean Esports and 3 players left on the 5-Town Sound Esports team. So I'm hoping to see some nice comebacks. I'm hoping to see, 5 Towns be able to pull back into a stock advantage in this next set.
Let's say the Sonic stays in. Who are we sending in? Who are we sending in to counter the Sonic?
I don't know. I think you want to put somebody that can take out Sonic, and we're going to find out right now. It is Poobert Doobert, our Dr. Mario, our anchor, who we were talking about before. Very good player from 5 Towns Esports. So honestly, this is what I was thinking. Looks like
what do you think
maybe a lag check or something going on. I'm not sure. It looks like we're going to reset. Maybe a wrong stage choice, but it is going to be a second longer. But yes, we will see. Yeah, I'm getting confirmation it was the wrong stage. But we will see Poobert Doobert coming in on the Dr. Mario against the Sonic. And honestly, that is what I think 5 Towns needs to do to be able to win this match.
Nice, strong character, heavy attacks. I think Dr. Mario is above average weight.
Yeah, pretty heavy. I think heavier than Mario, if I'm not wrong. It's all the pills in his pocket or something like that.
Give you the right prescription.
Yeah, he does throw those pills out a lot.
A lot of Tylenol's painkillers.
Well, actually bringing the pain with the pills. They're pain givers rather than painkillers. But something that I have noticed in Poobert Doobert's gameplay, as I say the name, it sounds so good every time. It's just a great name.
He's the people's champ.
As we are getting into the game, Poobert Doobert is very good at getting the up Bs out of shield. And the up Bs out of shield do a lot of damage and kill early. And here we're going to see a nice grab out of shield to get some combos started, but Sonic is able to escape with that.
Shield break.
Oh my
Shield break. This is huge for Sonic.
What can Kean University get off that? It's only a nice 47%, but that's not bad. You really don't see a shield break too early into a stock. Sometimes you just got to let that hit you, but not that time.
Shield break you saw, the Sonic did a side B or down B into a neutral B. That did like 85% of the shield, I want to say. Then he just kept laying on the pressure with all the speed he had, which led to the shield break, which led to the combo, which now led to stock being taken on Dr. Mario.
Yep, caught the jump. I think Poobert Doobert jumped off of ledge to try and escape that F smash, but just incredible timing from the Kean Esports Sonic player. Poobert Doobert not taking too much damage on this second stock yet, so we'll have a chance to even things up, but really cannot let Sonic rack up a ton of percent and get a stock advantage and percent advantage, because then Sonic, like you said earlier, can just run away and keep you away and wait for an opening, and you kind of have to approach the Sonic, because if you don't, they're going to time you out. And I'm not exactly sure how timeouts work in this format. There's that nice up B that does a lot of damage and a lot of percent.
I'm seeing this game being played a little bit different than usual. I'm seeing the Dr. Mario, the shield is a resource for him now. Instead of just you block, it's being actually used as a resource.
Yeah.
You have to use sparingly, so it's going to break.
I know, and it is getting very low. And wow, that is another issue with Dr. Mario in this matchup, is that Dr. Mario probably has a worse recovery than Lucina, although he does have a very nice up smash out of shield, which is going to kill at around 100%. Honestly, would have killed earlier, but didn't need to kill earlier. Had it there. A nice little combo from our Kean Esports player, and I don't know if... Oh, it looks like Poobert Doobert saved the jump, so he is able to make it back. I wasn't sure he did. But
this Sonic
great work on the recovery.
Buttons all day long. He's
I know.
Winning so badly. Score 7-11 as of currently.
Yeah, we've taken 1 stock to their 4. It is even in stocks in this match, if you're going to look at it like that. The way this works is that if you if you win a match or if you complete a game and you still have stocks remaining, you get to keep all of those stocks going into the next game, and the percentage on them gets reset. So
That's very valuable. So you want to keep every stock. Even if you got like 300%,
Yeah.
next game that stock is at 0%.
yeah, you want to keep it as low as possible, and that's really where the advantage of that comes in, as a nice tech chase, but Kean University's Sonic is able to roll away and just get barely out of range of that jab, which Poobert Dubert was trying to use to get them off stage. Is holding center stage very nicely, but really needs to go in and get this kill. I was saying before, I'm not exactly sure how timeouts work in this, as it is crew battle as opposed to singles or 1v1 play.
I would
Going
assume-
for the forward smash there doesn't quite work, and the spacing is off a little bit. And a nice little combo, the falling nair into a grab, but Sonic jumps over the head and is able to get a kill.
That Sonic has taken 6 stocks and only lost 1.
Right? Yeah.
He's a monster on the
A
field.
monster. I mean, we'll see. Maybe Kean Esports is leading very heavy, putting their best player to try and do as much damage as possible. We're going to get some stats up in a second. This is what we have been looking at. So that first map that we saw was Lucina, our very own cordless knack, against their Sonic player on Pokemon Stadium 2, I believe it is. I don't think they use Pokemon Stadium 1. But so that is the only Pokemon Stadium in use. That's honestly one of my favorite stages. It's very even, is what I've heard. Is like not a lot of characters can get a crazy advantage on it, and so that's why you'll see it being the first stage that's selected a lot of the time. Is the teams can kind of agree, like, yeah, we'll just go to PS2. We'll
Fair.
just go to Pokemon Stadium.
Let's go to PS2. It's a fair. So who do you think chose each stage? You think it was just an agree, let's go to Pokemon Stadium for the first round, and then someone picked it? Because I would say Final Destination would be a lot better for the Sonic.
So we go. Actually, Final Destination was the pick of Five Towns Esports. Essentially, how it works is there'll be each team goes back and forth banning stages until there's one left, and that's the one that's decided on. And it usually ends up being PS2 because, you know, it's a
Fair.
balanced stage. It's a good stage. Honestly, I heard at the beginning of Smash Ultimate, a lot of people were calling for PS2 being the only competitively legal map,
It's equally
which I think would have
balanced
been
as all
really
things
funny.
should be.
Exactly. Yeah. Producer Steven telling me we got to legalize Woohoo Island. I don't know about that one.
Oh, you want to legalize WarioWare next too,
Yeah,
my
we got-
friend?
Oh,
you
WarioWare is
want the
not
stone
fun.
to roll?
The only people who like WarioWare are people who play Incineroar.
Next, we're gonna get Great Bridge of Eldon legal. Yeah. No. You can get out of here with 75M. 75 meters is the worst stage in this game. The platforms are everywhere. There's stage hatches everywhere. Okay, Pac-Land is funny. Pac-Land is very fun.
Yeah, so our producers and our directors, everybody in the control room is calling for some chaotic stuff, but that is not what we do here. We're here for only the most competitive stages. That's Final Destination, small battlefield, not large battlefield.
Okay, I'm getting a little bit baited here. I think they're baiting
Yeah, I
me
think
into
they
some...
are. I
It's
think they're
working.
trying to get you to get upset about these stages. But we're going to see what stage we are actually playing on in just a second here with our very own Citric, one of the captains of the Five Town Sound esports team, going in against the Sonic from Kean University Esports. And they're playing on small battlefield, which is very similar to PS2. It's the most recent game added into the, or the most recent map added into the game.
I was just about to say, I hope this Yoshi's going to do... I feel like this Yoshi's going to be doing really good because of how the shield works, but then I saw 58%.
I'm getting word that it wasn't. Sora's map is the most recent map added to the game. Yeah, unfortunately for Five Towns College, Sonic has some nice combos out of the start of the game. Sonic is honestly probably one of the better characters in the game.
Speed is-
Very annoying to deal with, has great combos, and is very hard to chase down and hit.
Speed is objectively a good thing in a platform fighter. It's like frame data, but like movement-wise.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, well, I mean, frame data is kind of how you get hits in,
Yeah,
and
but
then
I'm
the
saying, if
speed
you
is how
get-
you're avoiding those same hits.
Well, it also gets you into a better positioning speed.
Exactly,
Better
yeah.
positioning with your speed. Because slower characters typically do much worse, like Ganon and Bowser, compared to like someone like Sonic or Pyramithra.
Well, I know in this game, Bowser's actually surprisingly fast. Ganon's very slow, and that's why he does poorly, as Sonic is able to get another stock off of Five Towns Esports. Citric has got to get this percentage on quickly and really even out these stocks. You cannot let Sonic get ahead of you like this, but it has been very hard for every single player on Five Towns Esports to stop it so far.
So do you think the Sonic is the anchor of their team, and they're just sending out the best guy first?
I mean, it's really hard to tell. We'll have to beat the Sonic so we can find out who else is on there. Maybe they got another Sonic that comes on right after this, and it's just 4 Sonic players. That's their whole team.
The tag team of
I would
Sonics.
love to see it. No, I really wouldn't love to see it. I would love to see a Sonic mirror, just both players spin dashing at each other. Maybe we can get a little bit of that. We'll see some egg rolling coming out.
So
I know,
pretty even game. 63 on the Sonic, and now 80 on the Yoshi and 2 stocks.
yeah, and the Sonic player is still pushing their advantage here. They have center stage and are continuing to rack up damage. A nice block on the forward smash. That probably would have killed because it was charged up a little, but I guess the charging made it so that they couldn't quite land it. And another block on the forward smash. They're not able to land those, but is still, Sonic on Kean Esports is still not taking much damage and is just kind of running around and putting a lot of pressure on the Yoshi player who's trying to get away. But at the same time, the Yoshi really has to get the damage in now because you can't just be on the defensive against Sonic. You got to get in there and you got to find your opportunities so that you can get that damage and eventually get those stocks. And Sonic is a pretty light character, but
The Sonic's giving us no opportunities. He's just being so aggressive with the speed. Usually Sonics tend to be a little more campier with the speed because they can avoid hits better and you can get to the other stage. This Sonic's just using it as pressure, 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 pressure.
Yeah.
You do not get a chance to attack if I am attacking.
exactly, just spin dashing directly into the shield. We've seen a lot of down Bs come out from Citric on Five Towns.
Or side
And-
B, you can't tell the difference, honestly. You tell
Yeah.
me the difference, please.
Between what now?
Down B and side B for Sonic.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the down Bs from Yoshi. I really don't know if Sonic is down Bing or side Bing. They both look so similar. I think that one was a down B, and we've seen a lot of side Bs, but it's really hard for me to tell, especially the way I am maneuvering my head.
Okay, I'm
I'm
getting
getting word
confirmation.
from... Yeah.
They're all side Bs, apparently.
A lot of side Bs, not a lot of down Bs. I think it starts the movement faster, but I'm not 100% sure. So we are still at 1 stock to 2, but Sonic is going to be able to finish off the 3rd player from Five Towns Esports. We have gotten through 1
This
stock so
Sonic
far.
has taken 9 stocks.
Yep,
While
9 to
only
1.
using 1. Can this man be stopped?
It does not seem like he can be stopped, but we are going to have 1 more player subbing in for Five Towns College. As you can see there,
Sonic,
3 different maps.
3. Our team. Dr. Mario is the only one that's taking 1, and that is our best player. How
Yeah.
does this make us feel? We're at game
I mean, we have a
3.
lot of talent on the Five Towns Esports team, so I have faith that our next player can pull us back, and hopefully, I mean, even if we can't win this set at this point, I think it is a little late for us to be able to win this set. We have 3 stocks left to their total of 11, as you can see right there. But just winning a couple games, getting the stock off, getting to their 2nd player, if we could even get to their 3rd player, I think that would inspire a lot of confidence from Five Towns College to be able to, you know, get back in there for set number 2 and get off to a much better and cleaner start. Whereas if this Sonic is able to just take us all the way in the first set, that's something that's a lot harder to come back from.
Honestly, I would think it's better to throw in the towel here, keep the last player surprised, and say, let's re-rack 12 new stocks next round. Let's go.
I mean, I think that's definitely something you could do, but I think that there's also just, like, in this mindset, you never want to give up fully. And we are going to see Toad 16 coming in as Bowser Jr.
Glider care.
Against the Sonic. Sonic is going to self-destruct their SD 1 time to even up the stocks, and as soon as the invulnerability is gone, we will see this match get underway.
I feel like
now,
that down B is going to be a real critical part of this matchup because it's just like saying no to a part of the stage. It's kind of like Rob's top, but moving a little more.
Yeah, I was actually just going to say that same thing, that the projectiles that Bowser Jr. have they're kind of slow moving, but they take up a lot of space on the stage. So Sonic is moving around a lot, so Sonic will cover a lot of the stage, but if there's a large projectile taking up a good part of it, it's very easy for Sonic to just accidentally run into it. And oh, he's trying to get the 2-frame.
That ledge trap.
with that forward smash. And honestly, that might have killed. Sonic has a very strong forward smash. Percentages are pretty even right now. Toad 16 doing a very good job of keeping Sonic out, although Sonic is getting ahead a little bit, and that first option is just so crazy into a back air that kills at like 80%. And I've seen this like every time. Their Sonic player is putting that up B spring right underneath the Angel platform so that as soon as we fall off, we are flung right back into the air so we cannot take any stage control. And it's really hard to get around. I haven't seen anyone really get around it. Trying to read the spin dash in with that forward smash and is getting some nice damage on the projectiles. Maybe just needs to camp a little more.
Just a little more. Not a lot more, just a little.
I mean, what do you think is the key here for taking this back and getting this kill right here? I think that's the next
goes
thing.
the weasel.
What is that? Can you explain what playing Pop Goes the Weasel means?
Get the
as
Sonic
a
out of
Bowser
here.
Jr. player?
Just hopefully hit him in a random smash attack at this point.
So you're
Because playing the actual game is not working. We gotta play lower RIQ a little bit, get down to a Sonic player.
I mean,
just hit the buttons.
it's hard to say that this Sonic is low IQ with the work they are putting in right now, especially these combos and really finding a lot of setups. I think what needs to be done is just some meaty hits and just don't be scared. Like, go into them. And I mean, that's what Toad 16 does there with the Koopa cart. I forget what it's called. Does try to run into it. The Koopa clown car.
And
Kind
the
of a
thing is
tongue
called a
twister
Mecha
there.
Koopa. The little
the
it's a
Mecha Koopa. But really just needs to throw out those hitboxes. No, Sonic is one of the characters that can go under the stage, and it looks like he's just gonna do that over and over again.
This is just mean.
Yeah, I don't know why. He's just camping.
This is just
Camping our 5 Downs player out. But both players jumping on the spring. Sonic is at a very high percent. It's just one good hit that Toad 16 needs to close out this stock. And I think just getting one more stock, I mean, we just want to get as many stocks as we can in this set. And that is a nice back throw. Doesn't quite make it. Very good directional inputs there.
Oh, good trap
by their
on his
Sonic
end.
player. Yeah, very good traps. And there's a back air to close it out. We got that second stock away from the Sonic player. And I think, honestly, if we can get this next stock, I don't know if we're going to be able to win this set, but I think it is a great comeback. It'll be a great rally, and it'll give us a lot of confidence going into the next set. And of course, maybe this Bowser Jr. is the answer to the Sonic player. Maybe Toad 16 has the answer with that jab, just holding it.
Jab does kill on Bowser Jr. It's one of like the 3 jabs that actually kills.
Yeah, it does. I mean, Roy's jab kind of kills because it just combos into whatever you want. But
Isabelle used to have an infinite for a jab.
we're not watching Roy right now, unfortunately. I do love to watch Roy.
Roy's
Almost
our boy.
going off the top, but Bowser Jr., Toad 16 is able to narrowly avoid it and is at a very high percent. The next big hit from Sonic is going to definitely take this stock. But it looks like Sonic is kind of fishing for it, and
Jab would kill
Toad
that
16
ledge
is doing
right
a
now.
great job of bringing this back. Sonic does grab the Mecha Koopa, and
Down
wow,
smash.
we are going to
Down
get
goes
another
the
stock.
Sonic!
Yep, and we only have 1 stock to their 9, so I don't know how well we're going to be able to do in this set, but that has got to be a huge confidence boost for 5 Towns
We know
Esports,
the
and you
counter
can
pick
see
for next time. We know who to send in when we see that Sonic.
as soon as you see that Sonic, you get Toad 16 out there on the Bowser Jr. I love to see Toad 16 on the Bowser Jr. He just has such good spacing and such good use of the Mecha Koopa, setting up those traps, like you were saying, throwing them up at the ledge so that it's really hard for Sonic to get back on. And again, just taking up a lot of space on the stage. And I think what we saw at the end there, as 2 stocks taken by each player in that match, so it was a little more even than it seems, but I think what we saw at the end there was the Sonic player panicking. And we saw a lot of up smashes, which they really were not going for throughout the match, but at the end there, they were. And
Well, in the Sonic player's mind, it's like, I'm going to take an entire team out by myself.
Yeah.
Like, think of how nervous you must be. Like, yeah, I'm going to do this great task. 12 stocks with only 3.
I mean, how many stocks did he take? He took, what is that, 11
3,
stocks
6,
up there now?
9, 10, 11 stocks.
That's already an insane feat for any player against any other team. But yeah, he really wanted to get the 12 stocks. He wanted to get the not necessarily flawless, but
He want his KD ratio up.
yeah, he was going for the stats. But yeah, we're gonna get to see another player from Kean Esports, and I'm excited to see what they're offering. I'm excited to see how good they are. If
All right.
we're gonna be able to make this comeback. I mean, never give up hope.
What character?
1 to 9.
We sent out a Sonic. What do you think is next?
Ganondorf.
If they send out a Ganondorf,
I'll start clapping. I'll start losing it
you
right
just
now.
gotta start cheering.
Yeah.
See,
I mean-
I think they're more of they like fast characters. I'm gonna say like Pyramithorus and like ZSS probably.
Yeah, a lot of players tend to, especially competitive players, tend to gravitate towards good characters.
Yeah, no, tier lists do help. They
they do.
exist for a reason.
And matchup charts and all of that. Hopefully, we're going to see someone who has a bad matchup against Bowser Jr., but unfortunately, we're probably not going to get to see that because they get to choose who their next player is. So let's say they have somebody who knows they're really good against a Bowser Jr. They have a
Honestly-
lot of experience. Maybe their little brother plays Bowser Jr. and they're pretty darn good at it.
This next game is just all scouting for us.
Yeah.
We don't have. We don't have a chance of winning. That's wrong to say. We always have a chance to win.
There's always a chance.
But no, this game's more about scouting, figuring out what they play, how they play it, so then we can get a counter pick ready for the next game because they've basically seen our whole team already.
Yeah, and that is another big advantage of winning that first set, especially like the amount of information they hid just by us not being able to get through that first player for so long. I mean, if we could get to their third or fourth player, not only is it a morale boost, it's a tight match, but it's also information that we have for the next game, and maybe we can switch up
This is
who's
not-
starting and who's going in at what times. I think we might see Toad 16 come out first to really try and get this Sonic out of the way.
This is not just a game about characters fighting each other. It's also a strategy game, basically, of who you send out, when you send out, of psychological warfare, what stage you're choosing. This is, in a way, a mini war of can we beat them?
Yeah. It is, and that's a very good point with these crew battles, is that it's a lot more strategy, and they have like a coach, they have a lot of stuff. We are going to see a Dr. Mario coming out from Kean Esports, but yeah, it's a lot of counter picking and strategy and stuff like that. So we saw Bowser Jr. end that last game with around 140%. Luckily for Five Towns College, they get to revert that back to 0, but they do only start off with 1 stock, so that's why you saw Bowser Jr. running off the stage a couple times. But let's get right into it. It's Kean University versus Five Towns College's own Toad 16.
So we got a Dr. Mario expert in the house here today, over on our Smash team.
Right.
So they should know the
Uber
Smash
Dubert
a lot
himself.
better. Like they should know how to play it.
Yeah, so maybe we've gotten some internal testing in this matchup. Maybe we can have some coaching done by the players of this is what Dr. Mario wants to do and this is how you want to counter it. That is not working out so far, as Dr. Mario has hit Bowser Jr. off stage and is going to take that stock very quickly.
That is, in fact, a game.
We saw the next Dr. Mario, so you know what this means? This means we're in for some exciting stuff. This means that hopefully we're going to get to see a Dr. Mario mirror in the next match. So this is the end of set 1. We saw Sonic take out 11 of those stocks and their Dr. Mario player take out the last 1, and we had our players take a total of 3 stocks. So we got through that really good Sonic player, and next time we're hoping to get deeper into the roster and really clear through, push it all the way through. We saw Bowser Jr. taking 2 stocks, that's Toad 16, and Dr. Mario taking 1. It looked like a small battlefield ended up being the stage that both teams gravitated to. They were both just fine with that one, which
Very funny battlefield stage. It's not big
Yeah.
battlefield. It's not small, medium battlefield.
it's
small
battlefield, the little one. And
And
it's
2 platforms. Very nice.
Yeah.
About the top, I think the middle one's the main thing people don't like about
yeah,
Battlefield.
it's well, a lot of characters it catches their jump in a really weird way. So if they jump up to it, I know Falco especially, if he jumps, he just lands on the platform and it's hard for him to do an aerial, which I guess you can use to your advantage. But yeah, that stage is a little awkward. And small battlefield, again, people really like those 2 platform stages. It kind of gives each
PS2.
character a place to retreat to, and it's a little bit safer, but it's still open enough. Whereas like Battlefield can feel a little bit cramped and really hard to land because you're having to go through those platforms and they can jump up high and block you out. But we are going to go to a quick break while they get set up for set 2. And I'm so excited to see who is coming up first, and hopefully we get to see some more players coming out of Kean University. Thank you so much for joining me, Thomas. Make sure to check out the streams every Monday from now on at 5towns_sound on Twitch.
For hopefully more than the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
Step into the ring.
Break? Feel better?
Yeah, I'm feeling very refreshed. I got some water. I stood up and I walked around. Sometimes I just need a little spin. Thanks so much for being here with me, Thomas.
Oh, you're so welcome. We got a little announcement during the matches to make this time. You excited for that?
Yeah. So we'll let you know who is coming up in a moment here.
Get a little surprise for the viewers today.
Yeah. Maybe some changes. Who knows? But we are Jumping into the second set in just a minute now. And we're going to see if Five Towns can take it a little bit further than they did last time. I mean,
I get some more hope. We know what the counter pick on the Sonic. Oh, let's see who's sending in first. Ready?
All right, and we're going to see it.
We got Ike and a Toon Link, and what do we have? Surprise.
So this is a substitute actually coming in from Five Towns Esports. This is T Sizzle, T_Sizzle, or not even T_Sizzle.
I thought it was Snizzle. T Snizzle.
T Sizzle is coming in on the Toon Link for Five Towns Esports, and an unknown player on the Ike for Kean Esports. So Toon Link is taking a nice little lead.
So this matchup could go one of two ways. Either Toon Link's going to use his projectiles to his full advantage and keep the Ike at range, or the Ike's going to use his big sword. Just to what? No, he's got a big sword.
He does. That is Ike's thing. He's got a big sword.
I forgot what the sword is named, but the sword does have a name.
I know you play a lot of Fire Emblem.
I
right?
do, and that's why I'm forgetting the sword's name.
But yeah, so far, oh my goodness, an SD from the Ike player on Kean Esports. So far, we are seeing one of the two things that you saw, which is Toon Link hitting a lot of projectiles and a lot of little dinky sword hits, but they add up. They really do add up. And he is taking a nice stock lead and the percentage lead in this match. The first lead that Five Towns College has had this match. And he is continuing to add it on, gets a nice up tilt into a neutral air for the combo, and he is just putting on this pressure with that boomerang. As you can see,
Ragnell, that's what it was. I knew the name, I just forgot. It's Ragnell.
Yep, so Ragnow, the name of Ike's sword. Unfortunately, Ragnow is not doing a lot in this match so far.
Again, it's the one of two things I said. Either Toon Link gets outranged by sword play, or Ike gets outranged with projectiles. And looks like it is the latter.
Yeah, and I mean, Toon Link is just jumping all over the place, doing some B reverses with the arrows and landing a lot of bombs and really just tacking on the percentage. Every time Ike throws out a move, it feels like it's getting dodged or blocked, and then he's just getting hit by T Sizzle on the Toon Link and going for a nice confirm there, which is the bomb into a forward air, which is a nice little kill shot out of the Toon Link. Does not land at that time, but is going to keep going for it. I think once you get to a high enough percent, it becomes a lot harder to hit.
So, unfortunately for the Toon Link, Ike is so much heavier than Toon Link. He needs a lot more percentage, a lot more combos to kill. Because Toon Link, I believe, is the only Link without the two-stage F Smash combo.
Yeah,
so
he
the
only
F Smash
has
goes
one.
in the first hit, then the second hit, which Toon Link does not have.
And yeah, Ike, of course, having much stronger moves as well. A lot more knockback. So we'll be able to get kills earlier, but it's tacking on the initial percent that is hard. Is able to get a kill with the up B. I know that was buffed like in a later patch of the game to have a lot more knockback.
Ike's actually best tool was nerfed in the game of Nair.
Yeah, the Nair was really good. I used to be an Ike player.
That's
and just
all
spam
what
Nair.
Ike used to do. Is like day one was Nair, Nair, Nair. Also
Nair up
Palutenius.
air was a really good combo, and it just killed so early. T Sizzle did get one stock taken off of him, but he is now in a firm damage lead.
Dude, I'll take it. I'll take anything after that last.
Yeah, I mean, that last set was brutal, and so it's nice for Five Towns College to be off to a lead, and we just gotta make sure we keep ahead in these stocks.
That's gonna explode.
Is
Okay.
able to. Both of the players are able to get back in kind of a toss-up off stage. Didn't know what was happening. And
one grab kills.
we do
I want to
hit
say
Ike
from the Toon
away.
Link. I want to say grab combo kills.
Yeah, I'm not sure when Toon Link is one of the characters I really don't know, like, all the moves for. Like, I don't know Toon Link all that well.
I'm a really good. I play Link a lot. I'm not a real big Toon Link fan because you got no kill power. I want to
Yeah,
say.
but that
Or
is
back
the
air.
kill
Back air
power.
works
I
too.
mean, I don't know. Was that a back air or
That was
forward
back
air?
air. That was back air.
I think it was forward air. I know back air has
No,
very,
forward air's
very
the
low
swing,
knockback.
Swing. Back air is the one swing.
Oh, no. Toon Link, he has one swing on both of them. Young Link is the one with the swing on the forward air.
All right,
He's only got one.
Off to a good start for Five Towns. Toon Link taking 3 whole stocks compared to the Ike's 1. You think this is going to be a reversal of what happened last time?
I mean, we'll see. Maybe nobody gets a stock off of T Sizzle. Maybe nobody gets another stock. Maybe T Sizzle takes it all the way. Toon Link for Five Towns College, racking up those stocks, and it's nice to be ahead.
For once? Yeah, it feels great.
I mean, yeah, we have not had the greatest season so far. We have still yet to win a match. We've gotten there in some sets, and we've been putting up numbers, and we've definitely had our players training and really labbing out stuff and communicating with each other.
They've been cooking in the lab.
They have been cooking in the lab, and they've been getting better. and really just, I don't know. I think what they're going for now is to try and build this team for the future. These players are going to be here for a few years, and they're going to stay on the esports team, hopefully, and they're going to keep getting better and improving.
Time heals all wounds and also makes some things better.
Yeah, it does. And I can't wait to see the future of the esports program here at Five Towns, as well as the future of esports broadcasting. I know we are a pretty small school here, but hopefully in the future we can get up to
lasers.
broadcasting some more games. I know not to say anything too early, but maybe some intramural streams, open Smash tournaments
That's
coming
a
up.
future us problem.
Coming up later in the semester. I mean, we'll see. I've talked to the wonderful Professor Dowdy about it, and it's definitely a possibility that we could have some more esports streamed, some more video games streamed in general. People love video games.
All right, back to the game. Let's actually
get
be on
into
topic.
it.
We got a Pikachu versus a Toon Link.
So it looks like these are two players that we haven't seen yet from Kean Esports, unless, of course, they're switching around, but you really wouldn't think so.
possible.
We're going to see the
I
flashiest
forgot for-
SD of all time by T-Sizzle.
I legitimately forgot he had an SD first. I'm like, what is he doing?
Yeah, what's going on over there? But he does take that stock away from himself, and now Pikachu is off to a little bit of a damage lead, and does make it back. Pikachu's recovery is insane.
Broke in, because how are we supposed to defend against that? He just zaps. It's a moving hitbox.
I know, it's very hard to defend against, and I think it's one of Pikachu's best moves. I know earlier in the game he was like a top threat, considered
that was
one of the best
Pichu.
characters.
That was Pichu.
Oh, Pichu was, but then Pikachu was as well. I think it was ESAM was the professional player who
It's
was
always
just
ESAM
beating
and his
everybody.
Pikachu. It's always him. It's never anyone else. It's
But,
just ESAM.
At this point, Toon Link has gotten the percentage lead, although it is very close, and he is forced off stage, does get a stage spike, but of course there's that Pikachu recovery, and he is able to make it back on Kean Esports.
Respect the Gen 4 hat on the Pikachu.
Oh yeah, I like that hat a lot. I think my favorite is, do they have the wizard hat in this game?
Yes.
I love the wizard hat, and a crazy combo. What was that? Boomerang into bomb into forward air, which is just one of the things that Toon Link can do, and it's one of the better things.
The good thing about this for Toon Link is, you know the little shield he has?
Yeah.
That can block the neutral bait.
And the neutral beat can be really annoying too, because it has that electric effect. So being able to just block that, it really stops Pikachu from being able to approach
Stuns
as
for
well,
like half
or
a
just
I
take
wanna say-
some tools away.
Stuns for like half a second, I want to say.
Yeah, you can definitely combo into some stuff. Unfortunately, the bad hit, or the weak hit of up smash hitting from Pikachu, the backside of that tail, so it does not get anywhere close to knocking T-Sizzle out of the arena. He does go for the neutral air drag down into an up smash again, but isn't able to find it, is almost getting the stock, but just not able to, and T-Sizzle continues to rack on the percent with these projectiles and bombs
You
and
notice
combos.
what the Toon Link's doing? He's trapping the Pikachu each time. He's throwing the boomerang in different directions. He's throwing behind him, he's throwing in front of him. It's all to just trap the Pikachu into getting a guaranteed kill.
Yeah, and it's just, I mean, even if it's not getting him the kill, even if the Pikachu takes the option of, okay, I'm just going to let this hit me so that I can't get comboed and
3%.
take even more percentage, yet you're just racking up the percentage. And I don't even know what Pikachu can do to counterplay against this incredible projectile spam or just kind of stage control that's delivered by
We
these
need this Toon
projectiles.
Link to win again, because I'm still worried about that Sonic. I know we got the Bowser Jr., but that Sonic is giving me war flashbacks.
Yeah, I know. Sonic is a very good character, and they were able to sweep us all the way down to our last stock before we got a kill. But that is this is the exact same position their Sonic was in last set, is the position that T-Sizzle is in now, where he has only lost one stock, and again, his percentage gets reset, so he is going to have a chance.
It's a reverse sweep this time exactly in the game. It's now 11-6. How do you feel?
Exactly. I'm feeling pretty good, and T-Sizzle is going to keep up the work. I think we need to get our numbers updated.
There it is.
There we go.
There it is.
So
I
that
told
was
you
on-
anyway. It's 3-3 to 1-0. It's a good day for Five Towns now.
Yep, things are really looking up for us. That is Hollow Bastion was the map we just saw. I really don't know a lot about it. It's like one of the
Kingdom
newer
Hearts.
stages that got
There's
added
too much
in. Yeah.
to say about Kingdom Hearts. I will not get into Kingdom Hearts now.
I mean, Goofy's in that, right? I love Goofy.
Also, Donald Duck.
Go Donald.
The lure is the equivalent
Duck.
of Dark Souls into complexity.
Yeah.
That's not a good
Yeah,
bar.
I know.
That bar is up there.
Crazy stuff going on in Kingdom. I've never actually played the games, but I've seen like a couple clips of it where Goofy's just like,
Garshmilk?
they're taking my soul, Sora. We gotta use the Keyblade.
The Keyblade's the key to the dimensions of the Keyblades.
Yeah.
Stuff
but,
like that.
Yeah, again, we're not playing Kingdom Hearts. I know we kind of get sidetracked a lot. There's a lot of good video games out there, huh?
I mean, we got Fire Emblem right there with Ike.
Yeah, Fire
We got
Emblem
Pikachu,
with Ike.
Pokemon, Toon Link, Zelda. Good games.
Good games all around. And those are all Nintendo games, too. We haven't seen a character come out.
What do we got?
I mean, we've seen Sonic.
No, we haven't seen
but,
Sonic. We got
but
Sonic.
I mean, in this set,
we got
at least.
Snake. We got, who else we got in there? We got Steve.
I mean,
We got
you got the
Kazuya,
Tekken
we got
people, yeah.
Terry.
Street Fighter,
How
Ryuken.
did I forget Ryu from Streets?
I hope we see some Ryu. I want to get this Sonic back in here. I want
No, I'm gonna have
T-Sizzle to
nightmares if I
grab
see that
this Sonic
again.
and, chuck a boomerang at him, I think that's what Sonic deserves.
Ah,
and
Sonic.
that's what we are seeing. Oh, boy. The dreaded Sonic player from Kean Esports is back, and T-Sizzle is back in there. Of course, we got to see an SD from him real quick. And it looks like we're on Town and City, 3 platforms, and this is one of the stages where the platforms move, believe it or not.
Yeah, we love moving platforms that can carry you off screen.
So
It's a good mechanic. 3 cheers for it.
Yeah, I've seen some very cheesy stocks taken on Town and City especially. Hopefully we don't see anything like that today. Unless it's really funny, then I'm okay with it.
Yo, did you see
And
that combo?
jeez.
They threw the boomerang back. The boomerang hit the Sonic. The Toon Link did a forward air, and the forward air killed the Sonic. Sonic is gone.
Jeez, that is
Even
one
game,
stock
8.7
down.
to 8.8. Let's see where this takes us.
I mean, it's an even game, but remember, the Toon Link started with 2 stocks, so really he's up a stock.
no, he's even
in terms
stocks.
of
You see
play.
the screen? Even?
That's true. Even on screen.
Even
and
on
that's
screen.
that's what we are going with. And a nice combo from Sonic. He is not out of this yet. He does not want to let T-Sizzle keep tearing apart Kean Esports. Although that is exactly what T-Sizzle is going to try to do. The neutral B is going to come out and hit him and get him up to 85% after that forward tilt.
Oh,
He's
charging
going for
F-smash.
the F smash on ledge.
What was
which
that
able
gonna
to get
do?
some stocks.
What was that going to do? Tell me, what was that going to do?
I mean, that F smash hits deceptively far. For it just being a little punch, it hits very far. Although the Sonic player is doing a really good job
Come on, go off,
spacing
go off, go
around
off.
these
Aw.
projectiles. The bomb, unfortunately, does not go off
If the
in
bomb
time.
went off, he would have been saved because he
Yeah.
would have got another up B.
Yeah, that's one way that Toon Link tries to recover. All of the Links really can use that bomb to reset their up B.
Tears of the
It doesn't
Kingdom
reset
Link
the
is
jump, though,
has
does
the
it?
best advantage with that because he's remote detonated.
Yeah, so he can just make sure that he never really falls off the stage. Although you do have to make sure you tech it.
Up air, up
Oh
air.
my goodness, an insane.
That was
is
fair,
back
fair, up it, up
back
air.
back air, up B, coming
late.
out. Yeah,
It's
the
late.
back air is the little combo one. The forward air is the one that you just throw out and swing it like a baseball bat.
It's late,
But
I'm
yeah,
tired.
I mean, this is what you said is you were worried about the Sonic player coming out here and just
Hey, we
ripping
take those.
into
We take those.
T-Sizzle. But T-Sizzle is also ripping into the Sonic player, and a crazy setup with a footstool and a bomb involved there. Hits the up tilt into the up air. Sonic is coming back a little bit, but the double bomb into up air. What is going
T-Sizzle
on?
is giving us this on a silver platter.
I know.
honestly. What will we do without him?
I really don't know. I mean, you saw what happened when we didn't have him subbed in that first match, and this match we have him, and he gets, he's taking it all the
T-Snizzle.
way. The same situation that we were in last time.
All right,
well,
we-
not quite. I think the Sonic player still had 2 stocks remaining when we got to our last player. T-Sizzle only has 1, so I guess we're not doing as well, but still, look at that. 3-3-3, and only 2 stocks taken off of T-Sizzle.
This game is
He
lock
doing
and key
incredible.
for us at this point. All we have to do is send in we have 4 players left. 1 has 1 stock. And we need to go a player a stock.
Yeah.
This should be really easy to clear.
And of course, we have still Poobert Doobert and Toad 16 in the reserve. So a lot of good options for 5 Towns to switch into. But of course, before we even talk about switches, Kean Esports has to do something about T-Sizzle because he is just tearing everyone apart. And honestly, the way I see it, it seems like he's getting better. As the set goes on, he's getting more comfortable and he's hitting crazier and crazier combos. Maybe he's feeling himself a little
Warm-ups
bit.
are over, baby. It's
Yeah.
time to real deal. It's got to go. Let's go. 1 guy, full wipe. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do.
Who needs a team? You got one guy. It's a one-man army.
And I mean, we were talking about it before. I think that was definitely the closest match we saw between T-Sizzle and anyone else was between Kean Esports Sonic player and T-Sizzle. That's what we were talking about in set 1, is that maybe they start off with their Sonic player and he's really good and he gets them far ahead, and their last few players are able to clean it up. But if
Each player has to take out one stock.
yeah, if
One
we can
stock.
get through that Sonic player, then maybe it gets a little bit easier. And of course, they started with
Wait,
other
they got
players.
the Dr. Mario left. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
If
we
they
don't
keep
know.
the same character, it's a Dr. Mario, and then we're done.
Yeah, we don't know
Wipe our
if they
hands.
all kept the same characters. Unfortunately, we don't get to know the names of the players coming in from the other team. But, I mean, you don't need to get attached. Our viewers don't need to be attached to the players on the other team. They are here as training fodder.
They're just
for
obstacles. We're in the training arc.
the training arc of the incredible 5-Town Sound Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Team. I'm very excited to get back into this. I guess we were waiting on a stage counterpick as well as a character counterpick. Do you think we're gonna see that Dr. Mario come out again? What are you hoping to see?
Just another clean sweep by our best player here tonight. That's all I want. Motivation's up. I hope is up in the team over there.
Yeah,
Just seen a clean reverse sweep almost.
I mean, we of course do not know what's going on in there right now, but I can only imagine confetti poppers are being pulled out. Although
Such
it is a little too early to celebrate, but I can
I'm
imagine
celebrating. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
we'll start some chants. Maybe they're chanting in there. Maybe everybody's just gathered around, watching in
gather
awe
around
as
the big
T-Sizzle just takes stock after stock with these crazy combos and incredible setups.
King K rule.
Oh my goodness. This is not what I was expecting at all. I mean, I knew the Toon Link was coming back. Let's make sure he gets those SDs in.
Honestly, I think this is favorite to the King K rule. Not even just because of the stocks. Just he's
think
got the
the
belly
matchup?
armor.
Yeah, you can definitely force through a lot of that stuff. The Nair especially. Although, if you get a break on the armor, maybe T-Sizzle can hit some crazy setup. We'll see. But now, for the first time in this set, it looks like they have a character coming out who can counter some amount of projectiles with their own projectiles in K. Rool. Although, if he's not getting...
What? He just stage spiked them. He did not tech that.
No, we don't tech those here.
We don't tech those. We don't tech here.
So yeah, up a stock and only taken 55% with the K roll at 23 and is
the
able
up
to
smash.
mash out
Forward smash.
before forward smash hits him. He is up to 80%, and oh my goodness, I was not expecting that.
That was just vicious.
T-Sizzle has finally been eliminated by a crazy, I think it was a 2-frame spike. A 2-frame is, of course, when a character grabs the ledge, they have 2 frames of vulnerability before they are invulnerable from the ledge grab.
I don't
and
know
so
why
you
that
have
is, it's
2
just how it
frames to
works.
hit them. Yeah, it's a weird mechanic. I don't know if it's been in all the games. Maybe one of our
All right,
producers
we got
can tell me
9
if that's been in every game or if it's a recent thing.
All right, let me set the stage for you.
I was just asking one of our producers, has 2-framing been in every iteration of Smash or no? Just waiting on an answer.
All right,
All right.
from Melee and on it was. That's what we're going with. All right,
Melee
can I
and
set
on,
this-
of course,
let me
Steven is
set
the
the
expert.
stage for you right now. We're the first game. We got sweeped completely. This game, we are now sweeping them. It is 9-2. 9-2. You know how crazy that is? That's 3 whole players.
I know,
One
yeah.
guy, and their last player has the King K rule with 1 stock, a heavyweight guy.
Well, he's got 2 stocks now.
Sorry,
He's still got 2
Two
stocks.
2 stocks.
But yeah,
We got this locked up. I would say it would be a miracle for them to.
we still have 9 stocks
9 stocks.
remaining. I mean, yeah, I don't want to call anything too early. Again, I was never going to call anything too early
I'm
last
just telling
match.
you the odds.
But yeah, again, I think it is very hard for Kean Esports to come back. And they're kind of in the same spot as 5-Town's last time. And it looks like we have Poobert Dubert coming in. 5-Town's very own Poobert Dubert. And we're going to see that SD coming out from Kean Esports. But yeah, they're in the same position where they really have to come back and they have to even if they don't win the set, they have to rebuild that confidence that they had in the first set after basically sweeping us all the way through with their one Sonic player. But they have to rebuild that confidence so that they can take it into the third match. And, you know, hopefully we can have a really even, really fun one.
And that's an out. Oh, is that? Oh, Doc saved himself. I thought he was
Yeah.
out with that recovery.
A very nice high recovery. It is kind of hard to edge guard Dr. Mario. I mean, overall, it's not hard to edge guard Dr. Mario, but it is hard when he's doing the tornado, so you really don't want to jump into the tornado, as it does have a pretty big hitbox that kind of sucks you in, and it does a lot of damage, so it's not a move you want to get hit by, and it beats out a lot of stuff.
With this match, I'm really going to be looking at the King K. Rool's belly armor. Because Dr. Mario has some really heavy hitting attacks.
Oh my goodness,
and that
a little
could break the
jab
belly
off.
armor very easily. Speaking of heavy attacks, that was just an F smash that killed a heavyweight at, what was that, 103?
I think it was 103 after the hit, so even earlier before the hit, but it was a very nice jab lock where he got him on the ground, kept him in place with a jab, and got a free F smash out of it. It does get launched out of a cannon and die, though.
All right, Dr. Mario 2 stocks, King K. Rool to 1.
And yeah, you were talking about that belly armor. You can see on King K. Rool's stomach, those cracks start to show up the more hits he's taken.
I think it's like 3 phases of belly armor, starting crack, medium crack, and then it's cracked.
Yeah, and so it's looking a little bit cracked now, so he might not have a ton of time left, or a ton of uses left of that belly armor. But getting stage
He
spiked
does
again
not
to end the
tech
set.
those.
Yeah, the King K. Rool player lost 2 of his 3 stocks, excuse me, to a stage
Got
spike.
stage spike twice.
I know.
My dude's got to go back to Tekken camp.
Yeah, or at least maybe, I mean, if you're not going to hit those, you can't go off stage as aggressively as you want to. I know King K. Rool doesn't always need to tech because he makes it back from pretty much anywhere. But if you get, you know, knocked all the way into the bottom blast zone, that'll do it. So as we see here, only 2 players went out for Five Towns Esports this time. We had first T-Sizzle on the Toon Link getting 10 stocks, and our Dr. Mario fanatic,
Doc.
couldn't think of a better word in time, Poobert Doobert closing it out. We're going to go to a quick break before we go into set 3. Thank you so much for tuning in, and yes, stay tuned to see the thrilling finale of Five Towns College versus Kean Esports.
First time going to game 3.
Yep.
First time.
First time. Well,
See you
not
soon.
actually. We've had him soon. Had him before. See you soon. It's not our first game 3.
It's not?
No.
What was our first?
everyone, and welcome back. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do our little intro, me and my good friend Thomas DeSalvo. We are jumping right back into this match. It's T-Sizzle coming out again for Five Towns College versus a Samus player. So maybe someone we haven't seen yet from Kean Esports. Maybe this Samus player is like, no, I got the works
I
against
am your
Toon Link.
resident
I know what to
Samus
do.
player. Let me have a piece of this pie here.
Yeah.
Samus has two main ways of playing. I call it button Samus and projectile spam Samus. One is very easy to say. Button Samus is when you go and grab and go be very aggressive with all the tools. You have up B kills early. You have fair, which is a nice comboing tool. You got down air, which is just good drag down. You have a whole lot of materials to use, which sadly not a lot of people use and preferring of just spam charge shot. Because charge shot is a very good threatening tool to just have on you 24/7. It's threatening 20 damage and a stun with a lot of knockback. But good thing for the Toon Link, because the shield can actually block the charge shot.
Even when it's fully charged, it can still block
Yes.
it? That's crazy.
It blocks anything. As long as it's considered a projectile, it blocks it.
That shield is very invulnerable, and hopefully we get to see that. I would love to see a giant ball of energy coming at little Toon Link. I think that's actually Dark Samus, so excuse me for saying Samus. That's actually Dark Samus that we're seeing on screen
I
from
mean, do you
Kean
want to get into the
Esports.
technical parts of it's a clone technically made up of dark particle stuff, or do you want to just call it just Dark Samus?
I think we'll just call it Dark Samus. That's what they call it in the game, and I'm not looking to get into the Metroid lore right now. I'm looking to watch some incredible Super Smash Bros. With T-Sizzle going up a stock, although very even in percentages when that one ended. T-Sizzle still at 113 and now up to 126 from a nice little jab, so it's going to be not a lot of hits left to get this stock off of T-Sizzle, which again would be a lot faster than the last time we saw a stock get
really
taken off
using that
T-Sizzle.
down B very aggressively. Just a little morph ball explosives.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good movement tool, and it's also just kind of like a, okay, stay away from me or you're just going to get hit by this little thing. A nice grab there into the up throw, which
And our
is...
champion loses his first stock.
Yep, first stock, and it's still pretty even in percentages. So doing... Kean Esports doing a lot better against Five Towns' very own T-Sizzle this time. But T-Sizzle still ahead, still trucking on through and looking to get some crazy combos. Dark Samus is able to get a nice up B out of shield to invalidate some of T-Sizzle's options and combo
Not
paths.
using the shield. Does he know? Does he not know about the shield that much?
I
with
feel like
this?
it's pretty inconsistent. Like, it's hard to just
I mean, if
use
you're
the
crouching,
shield.
it's definitely gonna work. You gotta
Yeah.
be standing still. It's not a you can run and do whatever you feel like. You
Oh
gotta
my
stay
goodness.
still.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how the shield works. Maybe there's a way for T-Sizzle to use it more, but it seems like he's really just trying to get in there and do as much damage as possible. A nice little charge shot into forward tilt combo coming out from Dark Samus, but still behind in stocks and ahead in percentage, though, so if Dark Samus is able to close this stock out quickly, still a chance to win the first game, get stock advantage against Five Towns College, which they have not seen since set 1, although it was a bit of a beating. A bit of a beating again in set 2 on the other side.
If I am our Toon Link, I want to and never mind. I want to keep that 2 stock lead, but
Yeah.
we can't get everything we want today.
Not everything. Hopefully, most of the stuff we want. Especially when you're at a really high percentage, you really want to keep that stock because it's like you're getting extra value when you get all the way reset back down to 0. So if you're able to keep 2 stocks, it's a lot better than keeping 1. Even if you're really high percentage, you go back down to 0.
2 stocks is like invaluable because you have a safety buffer where you can still feel calm and play the game as aggressively as you want. But with
Yeah.
1 stock, you're on edge the whole game. Am I gonna die here? Is this random F smash gonna kill me?
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
have
I
to
gotta
be
be aware of everything.
much more careful, especially when it's your tournament stock. Like, this is your last, or not tournament stock, but set stock, match stock. This is the last stock that either of these players have in this match today. So they both really want to hang on to it. And T-Sizzle does have a very big damage lead, but it's slowly getting clawed back
Do you think
by
a
the Dark
grab
Samus
kills?
player.
Do you
I
one-
think a grab might kill. It depends on which direction Toon Link is facing, because I think a back throw will kill now, but I don't think Toon Link's forward throw kills at early percentages. So I'm really not sure. Maybe an up throw would kill, but I think Toon Link just really needs to get like a forward air, a neutral air, or maybe a little something off stage.
The longest match.
Oh my goodness.
Kill. There goes our champion.
Yep, T-Sizzle is taken out in the first match. A big difference from what we saw before where they were able to take it all the way to the last player. That Samus player really, it seems like they counterpicked and they knew what they were doing. The Dark Samus player on Pokemon Stadium there was able to hang on to that stock, and that's what you were saying, is just sometimes some random stuff kills you once you're down to your last stock.
No,
and that
that's
time
not
it was
random. That's a combo into it.
I mean, that was a combo, but
up B.
that's not a combo you see often. What was it? It was down air into up B?
It's down air into up B.
Yeah.
I do the same thing with Pyramithra. It's just down air into up smash. It just, the thing sends you down and you send them back up.
Yeah, you slam them into the ground, hit them back up.
Yeah.
Maybe a chance for T-Sizzle to tech there, but those are really hard ones to tech.
No, above 150, you ain't teching anything.
That's true. Well,
I know it wasn't about
T-Sizzle
150,
wasn't
I'm
that
just saying
high, but
fact
yeah.
of-
there's also the
tech limit.
rage that gets accounted for, although it is a lot less than in Smash 4. There is still some amount of rage.
Yeah,
that
Rage
gets
Smash
built up.
4, fun memories of just being killed instantaneously.
I know
by Ganon.
Bowser was one of the biggest abusers of it. It was the only reason he was good. You just got to really high percentage and then could kill it like 30 or some crazy low
You also get tough guy
percentages.
armor, which says, I don't have to listen to jab.
Yeah, especially the rapid jab or any other like, so anything that does, I think it's less than 1%. But yeah, so we are going to see the next game starting up shortly. I'm very excited to get into it, see who Five Towns College is sending out to try and get this last stock off Samus. This is a point for Five Towns College where they need to not fall behind. They need to get this last stock off the Dark Samus quickly and efficiently so that they can even it out and try and pull ahead. If they want to win, you cannot, especially in crew battle, you cannot get behind, because every time you aren't the one to finish with your character, every time you're not the one with stocks remaining, you're losing just that incremental value of the damage getting reset to 0.
I'm going to say sending out our Toon Link was a mistake. Their whole goal was take out the Toon Link, now we can send in the Sonic. Sonic goes Mayhem, game over.
Yeah,
I think
and
that
that's-
was the whole strat. We should have saved Toon Link for last.
It might have been a good idea to have T-Sizzle anchor, especially with the way they were able to really close out every single one of those matches.
All right, let's use up.
But I think Five Towns College was going for the same strategy. It looks like we have Toad16, who was our Bowser Jr. player before, coming in with the Mii Brawler, which is not a character you see very often, but maybe they think it has a good matchup into Dark Samus. I guess we'll see. I mean, we're getting counter picks here. That's
Mii
what the game is all about.
Ish nasty.
Another ESAM classic. I know that's the other character he plays, and he will stand by the fact that Mii Brawler is broken.
He is
Apparently.
unironically very good.
I mean, Mii Brawler is pretty good. He's probably the best of the Miis. Definitely the best of the Miis.
I mean, Mii Gunner is just a Samus clone, sword fighters. Pick your Fire Emblem character of choice.
Yeah, the thing about the Mii Gunner especially is Samus is a heck of a lot better than Mii Gunner. And Dark Samus is getting off to a nice start here ahead of Toad16 with 84% now to 25. Just getting a lot of hits on, and so far Toad16 only able to find a few strays, while Dark Samus has really been racking on the damage and keeping Toad16 at bay.
Shield poke.
Yeah. A nice get-up attack does stop the up tilt. I think that might have killed. Up tilt is a very strong move by Samus. And Toad16 getting a little panicky, but does land the Nair into...
That neutral B is very good because it's just like, it's
Oh
a
my
heavy
goodness.
ball. It just goes straight down. It's a very unique projectile arc.
Yeah, not a lot of... yeah, it's kind of similar to Simon and Richter's axe, as it's very strong and slow-moving, and it has that arc.
I would say,
although it does bounce.
I wouldn't say Simon Richter's axe is fast.
No, it's definitely not. I don't think the what even is it? What is the thing that Mii Brawler throws? It's like a...
It's like one of those things they throw at the Olympics.
It's a shot put. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Getting a lot of helpful information. Ike Sword, as well as the shot
I mean, that's
put.
actual sports. It's
Yeah.
not virtual sports here.
The name of every... Yeah, we're all about esports at in the radio station here on the esports live stream. We are watching Toad16 take on the Dark Samus player from Kean Esports, and got them to a very high percentage. Just needs to find this last hit, but also needs to not panic, because if you start to panic, that gives Samus the opportunity to run away, charge those charge shots, and oh my
F
goodness,
smash.
Crazy F smash.
It is now 8-2. Well, what is it? 9
8 to 9.
Pretty close game.
yeah. So it's looking to be a very close match. I'm very interested to see who's able to take this one at the end.
You know, I wonder
I'm a
if
little
the
bit, I'm
Sonic
like, on
player
the edge of my
is
seat.
the Samus player.
I wonder that could be true. Maybe the Sonic player there was like, no, you know what a good matchup for me is against that Toon Link, because T-Sizzle was able to really mess up everybody on Kean Esports in that last set, but this time Dark Samus was able to come out ahead, although it was really close. It was not an easy matchup for the Dark Samus. That was a very close match, and a little unfortunate, T-Sizzle taken out very early, while the Dark Samus player held on to that last stock at like 150% for a really long time, and was able to get a stock off Toad 16. But, you know, a good recovery from Toad 16. Loses 1 stock, but doesn't lose 2. So down 1 stock overall for Five Towns College right now. And we will get the next player coming in from Kean Esports soon. Toad 16 is going to stay in on the Mii Brawler, and I want to see some crazy Mii Brawler combos. That's what I'm here for. That's what I've been here for the whole time.
We've seen an Ike. We've seen we've seen a Dr. Mario. That's what we've seen. What else?
I kind of expect to see the Ike here.
I was thinking Ike too, actually.
Yeah, and my reasoning for that is Ike does very well against brawler type characters because he has that really long sword, and it beats out a lot of the hitboxes from like a Mii Brawler or a Mario type character.
The only thing you really got to worry about is going to be the shot put. That shot put is going to deal a lot of damage because then he's just going to zone you out and come in when you're in end lag of jumping.
The shot put, and I mean, Ike has decent frame data, but it's not incredible. So Toad 16 could definitely land some early combos and rack on a lot of percentage. And, you know, I want to see another one of those giant F smash. Was it an F smash or a down smash that ended that last game? I think it was an F smash.
I want to say it was an F smash.
It was a really big punch, and really took Dark Samus all the way off the screen. It was not close to not killing. It was definitely happening.
I mean, you're at like 1 something, that's going to kill. Like any decent F smash, slightly charged, is going to kill.
Yeah, I mean, who has like... I'm trying to think of characters that wouldn't kill with an F smash there, and I'm having trouble
Ice
coming
climbers
up with one.
with 1 ice climber?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I mean, I'm setting up the scenario here, but I mean...
Oh, I mean, I got one for you.
What?
Olimar with the wrong Pikmin.
No, Olimar with no Pikmin.
Olimar with no Pikmin would not have killed there.
Pikmin there.
I think Olimar with no Pikmin is actually stronger than...
No,
he doesn't even throw it, does he?
No, he throws the Pikmin.
We're jumping back
Inkling,
into it. We got an
new one.
Inkling player. That's not my favorite. I think that's my 3rd favorite Inkling skin. I'm
mean,
an
that's my
Inkling player
Inkling skin.
myself. That's your Inkling skin?
Yes.
It's a good one.
I also like the ancient
It's
Inkling skin.
solid. I like the yellow one, and I like the,
Yeah, it's the ancient one.
light green one.
So you like playing Inkling, don't you?
I do.
You want to tell us a little bit about Inkling?
So Inkling is a very combo heavy character. Kind of tries to get you with the nairs into grabs, so you can hit like a landing nair into a grab or a landing back air into a grab, and then you can up throw up air for some early percentage, and then later in the stock that up throw up air also is a kill confirm. So if you get somebody to the right percentage and you really know your stuff, and you can track the DI that they do out of that up throw, you're able to get some very nice kills on Inkling. Other than that, Inkling does struggle to kill a little bit.
Oh,
but
struggling to kill on Inkling. You're missing the funny moves.
Yeah, I mean...
You're missing side B. Into.
that is-
Oh, come on, up smash, my dude.
the side B is definitely one way for Inkling to get a kill.
Side
but,
B to up smash, the golden rule of Inkling, week 1.
Oh my goodness. Just missing that confirm there of down throw into up B for Mii Brawler, which kills pretty early. And Toad 16 is doing a great job of racking up this damage. It's very even in percentage right now. But yeah, Inkling is able to get kills with the roller. If you can land the roller, you can get a pretty easy kill with that. But outside of that, it's pretty hard for Inkling to just land a move that's strong enough to kill. And you sometimes have to either hit a nice edge guard or just get a very nice read into a smash attack, which is exactly what Me Brawler does there.
You know, I've seen the Inkling struggle to maintain like a full tank. Like they've been at like halfway to 3/4 for most of the match, and that's where you want to be at full at Inkling, so you can pull out anything you want. Because the Ink Bomb does a lot. It does a lot for you. It's a zoning tool. It's a good projectile. It's just perfect, and that requires a lot of ink, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness, a very nice combo there from Toad16, our Me Brawler player. And again, what you're saying about the ink, that's another thing you do have to be very wary of. What is really losing Kean Esports Inkling player a lot of the ink is
You saw
that
that, right?
neutral
You just
B.
saw
Was that a 2-frame with the shot put?
I don't think that was 2-frame. I don't think
Aye.
Inkling got on ledge yet.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a crazy shot put. But yeah, Inkling, their Inkling player has been using a lot of the neutral B, which just kind of sprays ink on you. The ink does, it increases the amount of damage the enemy takes.
I don't think it's just.
I don't know the exact multiplier. Maybe we can get one of our producers or something to look it up. Is
There's
able to
the
get
up
the
smash.
kill with the roller at around 170%. You're not mashing out of that.
I mean, at that point, it's just a true confirm for
Yeah.
any character at 170%. They're not living.
Yeah, I usually go for the forward smash once you get them up that high. Oh, a nice block. I didn't know that Me Brawler was able to block after using that incredibly powerful but laggy side B. We'll see how Toad16 is going to try and get in and take this next stop.
Yo, was that a down smash?
That was a down smash hitting on both sides, and that, what was it? The rapid jab is not safe on shield for Inkling.
An
Those
even game
nairs
now.
right there is exactly how you want to get started with Inkling, though.
So I'm in a good momentum with Me Brawler right now, honestly.
Yeah, and especially in that first stock, I noticed Toad16 was hitting some crazy combos, kind of hitting the nairs into the down airs, and then just comboing whatever aerial, because that down, or nairs into the down tilts, or down throw as well as a really nice combo starter, whereas Inkling has to rely on the neutral airs as well to hit kind of combos coming off out of the air. But it is a nice forward smash from the Inkling player that takes Toad16 off the stage. And again, just spraying that ink, trying to get Me Brawler covered in paint so that they take more damage and
playing a
are
lot
more
of footsies on
susceptible
this last
to
stock.
smash attacks.
Playing a lot of footsies this last stock.
Yeah,
Not
and
really
it
big
is-
kits. They're just feeling each other out.
I know, not a lot of big hits have been taken. They're kind of trading back and forth, hitting a lot of rapid jabs, and that is something Inkling struggles with, is there's not a lot of giant hits. A nice combo of the down throw into the up B.
Oh, let's see.
Toad16 has been going for that a lot, but the Inkling player is able to clean out that last stock from Toad16 with a roller
Classic.
into forward smash, which I think both stocks were taken with the roller, which makes sense. It's one of Inkling's best killing tools.
Well,
although,
it's not the killing tool. It's the best setup tool.
yeah, it sets you up,
because it
puts you on the
grounds
ground.
the opponent.
I do think there might be a slight mistake on the stocks remaining for Kean Esports. I think they only have 7 left. They only have 1 stock on their second player, who is this Inkling. So hopefully we can get that updated. But yeah, as you see here, and I think another maybe small mistake here, I think that Inkling only took 2 stocks against our Me Brawler player because Dark Samus was able to get 1 off of them.
Call out our
But-
production crew, why don't you?
Yeah,
They're working
I'm-
hard back there.
I will
They're working hard.
They're working hard, but that does not mean there can't be improvements. And I just want to make sure that our viewers at home or wherever they are, maybe at Five Towns College, maybe enjoying themselves in the Upbeat Cafe or vibing out, listening to the music of the FTC sound stream.
Ah, there we go.
The sound
6
of
to
Five
7.
Towns College in the area right outside the waiting.
Honestly,
outside the
anyone's
radio
game.
station.
Anyone's game. I wouldn't call it leaning either way.
I know, it's really hard to tell. I mean, Kean Esports has been able to essentially keep that 1 stock lead that they've had going into the last character. But
Inkling
we
versus
have-
Yoshi.
yeah, Citric coming up to get this last stock off of the Inkling player from Kean Esports. And yeah, we're going to see the Inkling, of course, SD, the first 2 stocks away, so that they start with just the 1, and then we will get right into this match. And yeah, this is another opportunity for Five Towns College to just even it up. They can take this stock right away. They can take it really quick. Then they will not have to come from behind. They will be able to go into the third player from Kean Esports with their full third player, full 3 stocks on Citric. So he's really got to take this stock early. And I think Yoshi does a very good job of that. What do you think about this matchup, Thomas?
I've never really seen Inkling versus Yoshi before, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I don't think I've played this matchup a lot either. I think it can be a little bit hard for Inkling just because Yoshi does so well in the air. It's kind of hard to snake in those back airs and neutral airs against them.
I mean, if the Yoshi just keeps up aggression a little bit more, they'll run out of ink eventually. Just don't let up.
Yeah, I think you can't let them sit in the corner and charge that ink.
Like they just did.
Right. Yeah, but it is, I mean, Inkling is another one of those characters kind of similar to Sonic. Not as fast, but still very fast. A very fast character. And so, running into the roller.
Oh, going for a jab. That's interesting.
Yeah,
you want the guaranteed damage on that.
You could see Citric was starting to mash out of it, and I think they were going to be able to make it. And a nice neutral air, and another neutral air to close this out. Yep, and it looks like
game.
Yeah.
2 players each on each team. Let's see how this goes.
This is heated. This is the closest it has been in all 3 sets. I mean, it was a clean sweep against Five Towns College in the first set, a clean sweep for Five Towns College in the second one.
Did we send our doc yet? So
we have not seen
We got our
Dubert.
Yoshi and we got our Doc left. We got 2 unknowns on the other team, really.
Yeah, I don't know who they're going to pull out next because we haven't seen the same character twice from them. I'm hoping we don't see that Sonic again.
I want the Ike. I like the Ike. The Ike was fun.
We do like Ike.
We like Ike.
That's
we
the whole
like
thing.
Ike.
I would love to see the Ike come out again. I do think Yoshi might struggle a little bit against Ike, so maybe it'd be better for us to see somebody else first.
Don't speak his name into existence. The boogeyman can arrive at any minute.
I'm
He's
not
very
sure
fast.
if they still have that incredible Sonic player left in the reserves, but I know that it is an even matchup going into this third set. It was even matchup going in, and it is even now. We are halfway through both of these teams. Kean Esports does have a little bit of an advantage. They get to pick the next stage.
They get the stage. They got to pick their character. They got all the upswing on this.
They do.
But we did get to keep our stock, so I'd say it's a fair trade.
Yeah, we got to keep. I mean, you saw Citric was up to around 130% on that stock when he cleaned up the Inkling, and so he was able to essentially get that back down to 0. And
maybe
in some ways, it's kind of like you're going up a stock there.
Maybe the Inkling should have done the F smash, take the risk, get the win, because you're now putting in this position.
Yeah, I think another reason that Inkling might not have gone for it is because Yoshi is, I mean, kind of surprisingly heavy. He's pretty small
Yeah, but it was like
for
130
how heavy he
with
is.
Ink.
I mean, I think
What, you think that's not going to kill with an up smash or a forward smash?
before the jab, I think Citric was only at around 100%, and in order to get that forward smash,
Pikachu,
they would have had to do it all the way across the stage, and so I don't know if it would have killed, or I don't know.
That's a mystery for another time. This is now time for Yoshi versus Pikachu.
Yep, we got Citric coming back in 7% on each player, now moving up to 20 to 12.
So I
with
think
5 towns
Pikachu
leading.
has this, unfortunately. Just that neutral B is so annoying.
Oh yeah, just throwing out those little electric balls over and over. The thing Yoshi has that is very annoying is that neutral air. Just the little foot comes out frame 3. Yoshi moves around very fast. It's a very active hitbox, which means the whole time it's out, it is liable to do some damage and knock you away. And another thing that Yoshi has
Down
that...
air?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a drag down tool and a half.
I mean, down air does just about everything. It can kill off the top, it drags you down, and it just, if you hit all the hits of down air, that's like, what, 35, 40%?
That's a little much. I'd say 20-ish.
I mean, this set has been so even from the two teams, and it is continuing to be even with the percentage being pretty even right now. We have 109 to 78. Pikachu up by a little bit and landing some nice back airs and forward airs.
That's a fair and L
knock
for
it
the
off
Yoshi.
stage. Yep.
We're down a stock now.
Down a stock against Pikachu, still at 78%, so pretty high. Yoshi does not need to land too many more hits, maybe a couple more nairs, or a forward air. A nice grab into...
I didn't see the tongue come out on that one. That was just in the mouth.
I know, instantly. It was very close, I suppose. But yeah, Yoshi only needs really a couple more hits to even out the stock, and the key thing is, again, not falling behind. It's kind of been the key thing for each of these teams not to do the whole set. As soon as they start to fall behind, it becomes really hard to claw your way back, especially in this crew battle format where you get to reset your damage on your stock. Like, if the Pikachu doesn't lose another stock, they'll be essentially gaining another one because they're at such a high percentage now.
It doesn't matter what game you're in, what game you're playing. Momentum is always the best thing to have on your side.
Yeah.
Just a good mindset. Just like, we can do this. Just get it done fast, get it done well. Nothing beats that.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And an unfortunate SD coming out from Citric on the Five Towns College Esports team. He needs to get this stock over with fast, and he needs to get this Pikachu down to at least one stock. Because if you let this Pikachu stay at the stocks he has now,
It's not looking good.
It's going to be a very big uphill battle for the
Our
anchor, Poobert Dubert, who I believe will be coming in next, but we'll see. It's going to be a very uphill battle for him, and so you want to set up your last player to have to do as little as possible to close out the set, and a nice F smash is going to take that stock away.
I want to impart a little
2-1.
bit of cursed knowledge onto everyone. Look at the audience of PS2.
Oh, what are they?
They are
Tell me
people.
about it.
They look at such low poly. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having trouble even seeing it.
It is cursed whenever I look at it.
Yeah,
I will never see the stage like the same way ever again.
that's kind of how I feel right now, cheering in the background, kind of low quality. But great games going on right now, and hopefully some good analysis from me and my co-commentator, Thomas DeSalvo. It's lovely to be here with you today, and we are watching maybe a little comeback in this game between Citric and the Pikachu player from Kean Esports. It's currently 50 to 100%. Pikachu doing a great job of keeping up the pressure, but Citric is able to just barely make it back to center stage and reset before a forward air is going to knock him off stage again.
You gotta say it funny. I know it's not the spike, but you still gotta say forward aerial in a funny way.
I mean, that's what I have you here for. I get to do commentary, and you get to say things that are funny.
I do gotta say funny things.
Because, yeah, that's not what I'm about. I don't like fun or joy or anything like that.
Boo.
But what I do like...
157 on the, 160 on the Yoshi, 78 on the Pikachu. What do you think? The Yoshi goes for like an kill fight?
I don't know. I mean, the
never
Yoshi
mind.
had to hit a tech there in order to even it out. So
I think there's 160. You can't tech that. Is that
no,
160?
I mean, you'll see the glowing red light up on the stage spike. For a weaker move like Pikachu's back air, you're usually able to tech it at pretty high percentages. And I think it was
You think it
techable,
was
but it was
techable?
kind of out of nowhere. So, I mean,
no one's been teching
even if it
stage
is
spikes.
techable, it's still hard to. Yeah, we saw the King K. Rool player unable to tech a couple hits, and we have one more player coming out for Five Towns Esports. They are at 3 stocks to 5 remaining.
All right,
We
let's go
saw
over the
Yoshi
stats
take.
quickly. Ready?
Yeah.
Toon Link 2, Me Brawler 1, Me Brawler 2, Yoshi 1-1. So we've been getting like 2 to 3 stocks per player. On the other side, they've got Dark Samus for 4, Inkling for 2, Pikachu for 3. Fairly just highly consistent on the Kean Esports, but we've just been consistently taking like 1 or 2 stocks per match.
Yeah,
which
it's really been that Dark Samus player who got them off to a early lead, and then the Inkling was able to essentially keep it up, but Me Brawler was able to even it out, and then Yoshi was able to, or Citric was able to even it out, but then this Pikachu player just got the advantage of Citric and pushed him to the edge and got 2 stocks up, which is, it's not looking good heading into Five Towns College's last player.
Also, I want to talk about like stage selection. Each time we've done good, we've been on, I think it was PS2, and each time we've been on bad, we've been on Battlefield.
That's very interesting. I wonder maybe it's...
Oh, wait, no, swap what I just said. Reverse it.
Oh, we've been doing better on Battlefield, huh?
Yeah, we've been better on Battlefield, not PS2.
So we do have Poobert Dubert coming in here as the last player for the Five Towns Sound, and we still have this Pikachu player from Kean Esports. So we're going to see who can get the better of who in this second to last possible game. We'll see if Five Towns can take it all the way to the last player, and we'll see if that player is the Sonic player. I'm hoping they're not still in the reserve. I don't know where they are.
My theory is still that Sonic player is the Samus player. It just seems right.
Yeah, it does feel right. It felt like that Samus player was very, very good, and the Sonic player again is like a very good player. So I can only assume that they played both of them, but we really don't know. It's hard for us to tell. Yeah,
just a theory.
All we can do is speculate. Hubert Dubert, our lovely Dr. Mario player, is at a percentage lead right now, but it's very, very even so far in this game. They've just kind of been trading little hits back and forth, not a lot of crazy combos or crazy giant hits, but the thing about Dr. Mario is he hits hard. I mean, you saw one hit, that's one grab, and that's
It's hard and slow.
yeah, 20% on Pikachu, where Pikachu has really thrown out a lot of moves, but there it is. You want to say it? What was
Forward aerial.
that? Nice, funny move.
No. Forward aerial.
Yeah, we got the echo in this room. I don't know how you even did that, but it sounded wonderful. We got a forward aerial coming out from Hubert Dubert, our Dr. Mario player. He goes for another one there and doesn't quite land it, but if he can take this next stock, I mean, the percentages are pretty even. Pikachu up a little bit, but if he can take this next stock before Pikachu can, then it's even again. We're down to the last player for each team.
But then it's just basically up to the last player of who they pick, because they have full counter pick options, even with 3 stocks.
Yeah,
It's
and they
still
will
going to
get
be an uphill battle for 5 towns.
It's going to be an uphill battle, of course, and we still have to get this last stock away from the Pikachu before we can even think about
Did
that.
you see the Dr. Mario reflected the Pikachu, and the Pikachu came right back at him?
I did, and that is Dr. Mario's downfall right there. Yeah, I don't know. The reflect, I guess, the reflect happened, but it was still, the Pikachu was still able to get a forward smash through it after the reflect. Maybe it traded with his own neutral beam.
Kill?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I think it's just because of how far Pikachu was towards the right side of the stage, but that back air.
You know what? This game is a mystery sometimes.
Right, it went through like 2 different moves there at the end. Hubert Dubert is able to close it out, but doesn't get the clean 2 stock there. Does lose a stock. So 2 stocks remaining for Five Towns College and 1 player.
Game
3
7.
stocks remaining.
Game 7. This is our first Game 7 of the night?
It is our first game. You know, I think this is the first Game 7 we've actually seen in all of our commentary on the Five Town Sound Twitch channel for the Super Smash Bros. Games. I don't think we've had a Game 7 yet.
Oh, let me correct my earlier statement. We've done bad on Pokemon Stadium. We've done good on Small Battlefield.
I see. So despite the stages being pretty similar, maybe we just have a little bit more comfort. Maybe it's the music counterpicks. I know that plays a big role in some players'
The music counter
preparation.
That's a new one. We just invented a new counter pick. Would you like me to do a controller counter pick next? We can invent that.
I mean, maybe some controllers do better against other characters. I'm gonna make a new controller. It's just only giant B button, and that's what I'm gonna use.
B button. B button.
Just smacking it over and over
B
again.
button. It's just one big B button. That's all it is.
I'm not a big fan of.
There's no edge of the controller. Just B button.
It's how I play
just
Wolf.
B button joystick. That's all you need.
It's how I play Wolf.
You got recovery.
Just spam the blaster. That's all you need. Blaster, forward tilt. But enough about me playing. I'm really excited to get into this thrilling Game 7 to conclude this best of 3 match. We are going to set 3. We're going to Game 7.
If I see a Sonic, I will be very upset.
My goodness.
The boogeyman, he's approaching us.
Yeah, we're just crossing our fingers over here. We are hoping for Five Towns College Super Smash Bros. Team to get their first win of the season, get back on track, and hopefully make it to playoffs so that we can keep doing this awesome commentary. We can keep hanging out in the radio station late at night on Mondays, staying out late with the homies, with the boys.
At night.
Oh yeah.
At night.
But yeah, we have Hubert Dubert against an unknown Kean Esports player, but I'm really excited. And oh no, here comes the Sonic.
You say some words before I say some.
So, I mean, who knows? Hubert Dubert did all right against the Sonic player last time. It is a bit of an uphill battle, but we'll see if he can do it. I'm actually surprised that they had another player other than the Sonic player who was able to take a game off of T-Sizzle, who put up an incredible performance in the second match. And I know you are feeling a little bit of dread right now,
The boogeyman
having to
is
deal with this
back.
Sonic.
The fast blue hedgehog is here to end us.
He's been called the Boogie Hog by one of our producers. I don't even know who it was. Hard for me to tell.
I'm not responding to
it's
that.
Mr. Fernando, who was doing some wonderful commentary last week. Was
I
that a
thought the
spike?
Sonic was SD'd right there.
Oh my goodness, I was I was looking at Fernando over there.
No, the Sonic almost SD'd. They down aired off stage and they recovered by up
jeez.
being.
Did they have to hit the air dodge as well?
No, they didn't
Not
have to
even.
hear.
Well, Poober Doober
I
is
thought
doing
they're
a good
committed.
job of staying ahead in percentage, and you really do have to stay ahead against Sonic because Sonic is one of the characters that can just kind of keep you away and wait for you to make a mistake. They don't have to approach; they can just kind of run all around.
By the
you.
way, we got a 5 minute and 46 seconds. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Sonic's got 3 stocks. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying time is a factor.
Time is definitely a factor here. Again, I'm not sure exactly how it works. And a beautiful up smash out of shield by Poobert Doobert, getting ahead in stocks. And maybe we see this Sonic player start to panic. I know that was their downfall against Toad 16, is they were throwing out a lot of random up smashes. Oh my goodness, and Poobert Doobert just falls out of that up air. It's not quite
And
able to
walks
kill.
right into the forward smash.
Yep, out of the up air into the forward smash, out of the frying pan into the fire, whatever you want to say. That is very unfortunate. A nice tech, the first tech stage spike we have
Of
seen
course,
this
now
set.
they start teching, right? When it matters. You don't tech all game, now you tech it.
That would have been a very early kill, and oh my goodness, imagine if that jab one killed. That would be an awful way to end the set. I want to see it go all the way. I want to see it last stock on both sides.
Come on.
Let's see if Poobert Doobert can even it up. Another nice up smash, but still needs to land a couple more hits before this is evened up. And both characters are just resetting to the middle of the stage. A nice spin dash hit from the Kean Esports legendary Sonic player. And he
Is
gets
this how
Dr.
we're
Mario
gonna
off
end
stage,
it?
which is
Dr.
not
Mario's
good for
off
Dr.
stage.
Mario. Does make it
Stage
back. though.
dock. Doesn't look, and we end it with a falling forward air from a Sonic.
Yep.
The
so-
Sonic Boogeyman is here to stay, and Sonic Boogeyman has won the game.
Yep, Poobert Doobert coming to an unfortunate end in that last game. But, you know, we took it all the way, and that was an awesome match to commentate, awesome match to watch. You'll see the stats here for the full match. We, in the
Sonic.
end, lost 12-10, 12 stocks taken by Kean Esports and 10 stocks taken by our very own Five Towns College players.
At least they're consistent. They're just
yeah.
consistent. That Dr. Mario just did the exact same thing as last game.
I mean, Poobert Doobert there had 4 stocks taken of by himself, which is the same as their Dark Samus player. So Poobert Doobert not slouching, but I mean, it was 5 stocks
I'm just saying
that
he's consistent.
5 stocks that they had to take to their own 3 and not able to do it in the end. Five Towns College now 0-5, but you know, signs of life. They were looking very good in that second set,
We
kind
had
of
a pulse
crushing.
of life during our guest appearance tonight.
Yeah, T-Sizzle coming out as a sub and really showing up. But yeah, unable to do it in the end. The Boogeyman, Sonic, was able to close out the match. And that is going to do it for the stream today. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. Thank you to Thomas DeSalvo for joining me today. Again, I'm Max Rappaport.
Wait. I gotta say one thing. And
Tell
thank
me
you for our special guest, James, at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah,
for
thank you so
Fortnite.
much to James for joining me. We could go over that Fortnite match.
Now you can sign us out.
Yeah, if you missed that, go check out the VOD, or maybe we'll have this posted somewhere. Who knows?
Maybe.
In the meantime, hopefully next week we will be casting the next Super Smash Brothers match from Five Towns College. So tune in next week on 5towns_sound on Twitch. Follow at FTC Esports on YouTube and at FTC Esports on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful night.
See you next week. Or the week after that, eventually. Bye.